with the bars that I make daily. Maybe I need to take a leave or a vacation, but it's all just a breeze. It's ABCs and it's every day, it's just a season for me to grab a microphone. I levitate from my seat and use my brain. It's like an atrium, an open room, but it's not, cause it's with a whole lot of air in there. It's kicking derriere to unwritten raps that I prepare to share, or with no preparation still do devastation, and I kill anything in my way. Becomes roadkill on the pavement, exhilarating every day. Even if they're saying that I'm over the hill, I'm chasing the all-time greats up in there. It's up in the air though, and there it goes like an arrow shot by Robin Hood. Every shot is good. You wanna put your money where your mouth is, then I shoot you through your dollar bills. I espouse disbelief, that's a headshot officially, cause your flavor's artificial to me, and I'm not about the fiscal rewards. Need to ward them off without a warning shot. My brainstorm is hot, or even more than that, cause I'm like a warlock with a wand in my hand. Get down and probably gonna damn your dams. It's like too much from the floodgates erupts. In your face I could crush with any kind of sword. A claymore does the trick, or an Excalibur I flip around, or I dig round kinda with a dirk, or what kind of word I would work with. Maybe even the Zax or some kind of ads. I can slash so much inside of my head in the synapses, none of it's ever gonna relax a bit. There's no time for the mattresses, it's all gangster, or wherever my fangs turn. I could give a lecture that'll be heard from the lectern. That's where I'm at. I could take a left turn in Albuquerque, but either way I go, appreciate the flow. It'll be a murder spree, believe in that, cause I'm bigger than a demon's ass. I could demean them with my raps, make them bleed like a hemophiliac and leave them in the past. Cedar like the grass that I mow down, or the snakes that'll slither in between the blades that I low down. I show them how they should get down, but they go down in a pathetic way that makes me feel inspired to clown them while I got fire spouting out of my mountainous mind. That's what I do every time when the clock strikes 9. We could go to the dark side, or just ride on a park slide. My bars glide, they do it easily. It's our time, I unsheathe the beat then. I'm ready to cleave up with my ideas. I don't need a cheat man, just be on my team, then we'll have a good time. My poetic foot finds a spot to line up while I rock climb to the highest spot on the mountaintop. Then I'm exalted while the rest get assaulted, and the flesh has wounds open in it that are pathetic, but I'ma add a little flavor. Yeah, you guessed it, it's salted. Now I'ma stick it in there. It's an impairing effect on your head. There will be a lot of ringing of your ears, but more in your neck if you try to go to war with the best. I stretch my imagination out, looking like an anaconda. Take it to your brain right now, and if you're fond of the feuds, then I'm on to you. I'll be in your face interrogating like I'm Phil Donahue, but a little more confrontational, and you won't be capable to use a cape when the bull is coming at you. I will go at your abdomen and mince that with my large horns. That's a crazy kind of an art forming. You bring the nice beat out without any kind of warning, cause I just feel like I'ma be wielding the mic. It's the weaponry I like, much to the delight of the people that are tight delete, or people like that on side my stream. They're gonna be on the right side of history and know to agree with the flow, cause I master my languages like C3PO. Or maybe I'ma be about physics and look at Niels Bohr. I won't wanna feel like a bore though and go South African. No, I'ma travel in another northern direction, glide up in the sky like some lights that are real bright. You can find them from a Norwegian shore. I'm saying it could be in the Ford, but you're not driving that. You're trying to make some kind of splash in a similar location like a cove or a bay. You know what I say? I negotiate my words, and it's as if I'm observing the sky like I'm Copernicus, the guy who is a heretic, or consider that in the historical narrative. But I'm bigger than that. I'm looking at the skies and I'm redirecting all that's in the map. Hope the info's in your grasp, or your hope window's glass is gonna be cracked when I throw cats through that. It's like a defenestration demonstration. I'm in my state of concentration, and there's a stay on your whack raps when you try to Bring your passe crap close to my cascade of flows. Won't have a chance. I see every day when you doze, then I advance on you. I'm coming from a different kind of enhanced genre. Used to be standoffish, now I'm like stand on them. It gets fishy when they're gone and their flesh is all rotten, cause I be walking atop them. I'm iconoclastic like Akhenaten, hopping on a path that's an ocelot. You saw some hottest in the pot. Or should I be a little more modest when I talk? Nah, skip that, I'ma spit raps heartily, cause it's not just a hobby for me. I improv in elite fashion, put a weak cat in a mausoleum and a laugh in the face, cause I'm gonna dash into the place. I'm gonna be inside the grave where they're stashed, okay? Then I'm fast dashing away, still looking dashing, not the same fashion that they have, cause the body is just collapsing on its innards, and I'm walking off like a winner. Or maybe trotting off, or even galloping, or forget it, I'm fast as a sprinter in effect. You got a splinter in your head, a little bit of a wood in piece, I guess, but I need to not use that when I talk to you. In my rap, my impromptu will slap the taste from a whack yap in the place. Who is licking that? We could have a little recycling like it's Krebs cycling effect. Give me oxygen for my breath. I'ma talk to the trees and I gotta get them out of come of the oxygen back to me off of these. That's a good way for me to look every day. I'm looking for a bit more air, but no airs to make when I narrate or I just paraphrase up. It's a paradigm to amaze ya. Who's touring Ontario though? I'ma tear into a flow, then I need to stare at the folks and jump into it and get them feeling quaky, maybe shaky like a Blair Witch show. I'm blaring from the throat like the trumpets of Jericho, making the walls fall. I'm gonna cast a pall, y'all. I make it all pell-mell. That's a lot of double L's I can sell to the folks though, put them inside of a cell. I'm no joke when my flow stay focused till I got the most bars you ever seen. It's like Mozart or a level that you want to check on. You're keen to listen to my next idea until you have emphysema trying to duplicate the feats of me. You feast on my feet, you see, cause I'm a beast with these and stampede on the beats and watch Fred Van Fleet in my track. Don't wanna see that in my chat. Hope that his knee cracks. Nah, I'm just kidding. He already got his cheek smacked, and that's enough about the history in the past with the raptors. I come with my talons out now a little faster than a typical bird of prey. I'm inimitable, inimical with my wordplay, which is made to slay viciously on the track. Try and play with it, but I'm dismissive of you if you dismiss what's been done. Christmas gonna come early this year. I got the gift of gab and it's on my tongue, definitely flung from my niche. It's like no reruns are allowed. Let all hairy situations fall down like Rapunzel out a window in a turret where you be up above, but I don't really prefer it to go down that way. It looks like a big mane of earth. You're asking me, better just be in the back in the seat where you're furtive and lurking. So I don't have to show you the curtain drop. There's a lot of spice, but I'm not talking about any pee tonight. Just trying to see what I'ma leave in flight. I'll be kinda like Michael Jordan in the past on the court with my raps. Don't try courting a yak though, cause I don't have any hope for you. If you wanna go to war with a dude, you cannot entice me to get mad on the mic trying to talk about things that are spicy. I might peek or just take a position like a pike. See, I flip, doing a dive, but it's only diving upward and going skyward while you're going down. Find that you're inside a puddle where your boat's likely getting scuttled. Indeed, I'm independent with my winds resembling the type that might be blight on your chin. I'm assembling some blunt force trauma to lay a war on you. My brainstorm is conquer, and you better concur with me. I'm serving the words in the state that'll just innovate, make you feel like you break down for real. Have a little penetration in your heel. Found your weakness, Achilles. I'm quick just to fill these gaps up. Break down your facilities and it looks like your tank of gas is up. It's on E, honestly. Might just wanna be on your knees when I rock on the beats, cause I'm tougher to beat than Rocky in a fight with Apollo Creed. I'ma maul 'em, make 'em feel like they're falling. Get dizzy cause I'm busy, causing vertigo with every word I throw. into the rap, that's a nice one. Call it a rap, cause my tongue's gonna be like a python or some type of gun. I'm gonna bend the barrel around your neck or you stare down it, I guess. Then my vocabulary shot out and you're wrecked by that. Get put up by a cigarette style of a yak. You're the butt of it, plus the butt of the joke. And you just suck a bit with your throat, you might choke on a nice flow or unnice quote. Whatever I throw a rap like a bowler around the ankles. You're trusting in Messiah, you're thankful for that, but I tell them to hang 'em high. In the land of the language that flies, it's a little flyer. Goes over your head like a miter, but it's my turn to shine or give a MC a demise, or just admire a little more, cause you're being a more ass, you're more ass than any rapper that I heard before. In fact, I might squeeze your thorax and take the life out you while I'm around the mic, trying to enjoy the 90s nostalgia. The beat takes me back, I speak like I wanna make these raps have a reputation of a maniac, and I stay reacting till they see them like the main attraction. Or putting your brain on the ground, slipping off, you got no traction. You wanna gain that, but you don't even have any attraction. It's time for the subtraction. My track's in the past and I'm fast as can be. What happened with that actually? What the heck is wrong with your name? I'm gonna show you some disdain. You better go sit in your lane. You think what I'm playing is a game? Well, watch this, you just created that. And I'ma ban it in the middle of making my rap. Simple as that, then you're gone. It's like you're entering the octagon with the wrong person, and you got served instantaneously by the way I'm speaking, about the way you're leaving. Maybe just take a seat while I delete your account. Freestyling. I don't think your mama be smiling. She won't be proud if she's seeing you now. Probably be weeping with the tears leaking, rolling off the cheeks to the ground. You're cheating her out, whatever she did to raise you. What's wrong with you? I just wanna displace you and talk to you like a father would do. You seem a little bit lost, my dude. I don't know what has happened in your life to try to go at an insomniac when I'm on the mic. That's so stupid, I shouldn't even address it anymore. Just gonna mute it and get back to the lore that I was discussing. And in love with the percussion, I remain, and probably I will hit the brain till they get a concussion. I got chin crushing force, plus some more. I'ma open up the doors that are in front of me, plus the hordes. If they wanna go at it, it's fine. I'm proactive in my mind, gonna slap kids in the spine. That's how I get their back if they're asinine. And I don't have to grab a 9 and shoot them like KRS-One with the bang bang. Just hang with my fangs and you'll see that there's no languor in these raps. I'm chilling around in a hangar, you see, on the path of Moffett Field. I could talk ears off for real, or maybe shot like an eel does. Walk around making music for your ears like a glockenspiel does. It's time to lock and load. It won't go down to the wire though. I'm on a level that's higher, you know. It's like Thor with a hammer. Gonna hit a door, batter and ram it. Work with a rhythm of a pentameter, but no pen in my perimeter, or my diameter would get a little less sizable. While I flex maniacally, they'll ask if I'm a bully. Wanna throw flasks full of gas at my foes and laugh, cause it's Molotovs that'll make their buildings collapse. I'ma serve up just a little more if you're coming to my room trying some absurd stuff. You can't even get the most overt of my nerve struck. It's like you're close to a level of inertia that's pathetic. Your synapses at rest, it's like I say risible. I might deride that just on principle. It's GP cause I be like the glove in here though. That's some lyrics that you loathe. If I'm on you, guarding you, you wanna get by, dude, but you're gonna be stomped on your shoe or feel like your toes been cracked. If you go to war with a yak, you see the raving about the way that I spout. Amazing sounds, but I'ma take it to the cloud like a condor in California. If you wanna be more informed about the birds that I think I should adore, cause They do more for us than picking up the pieces of garbage in the street like sucker MCs that I defeat and chomp through with my teeth, but I don't really wanna eat them up, so I'm gonna leave them for the birds that'll be up in the air with incredible eyesight. Then they're coming down from a nice flight, gonna snack on an MC that I clown when they got their back on the ground, and I'll be in the distance laughing out loud while I take shots. Photography like with my hand on my DSLR. It'd be a good day, and even the night if owls come down prowling around looking for what I knock down on the ground in the middle of a forest. Then they can forage if they like, but they usually go in flight and try to find some mice. So like rodents, a rat might suffice, or some kind of mole. Who knows? If you're in a hole, anything goes when you pop your head out and you see like a owl with his talons dropping down, gonna scratch and gouge your eyes out of the sockets. Now just toss in the towel, it's over when you see a yak condor hovering over you, looking like a halo of birds in the air. Knowing that you're dead, I'm sure you'll be in the dirt, feeling impaired and in a state of despair and disrepair. No way to pair with me, just stay parallel or you'll die, son. I'm too sly with my tongue. It sounds like I got a giant set of lungs, but it's bigger than you expect. So don't bother trying to check and see who's the next best. I got an infinite supply in my mind, ready to uplift, be high. When I improvise, you see, I advise MCs to find a seat and admire me, cause I'm fiery as can be and feisty. Too many words to fight, be like I light up the scene on the beach, maybe a beacon. Might a good analogy be drawn right there, but I draw blood, draw some other things if I'm feeling mean. Then I might draw the bridge back. The drawbridge, you might get hit by that. I'm gonna come down on the chin, make a big impact. When you storm this castle, your glass less than half full. It looks like it's got a crack, you'll find in the bottom of it. Just try to sip from that in the first place is asinine indeed. There's acid on your mind, I leave. Gonna etch something in your head, son. There's no way to expunge the mark I leave. You'll be marred for the rest of your life when I carve a niche. It's like breath on the mic, that's for me. There's no night which I be recondite. I will be indicted though, cause not being nice to my foes' feathers make it hot like a ghost pepper. The bone structure I'ma expect to rate at and expect that they collapse, cause running fast laps around them, spitting acids around. The trouble abounds and they can't surmount that. It's just a mountain of madness create coming out of mouth of a savage, known to cremate anything that is found on the passage that I want to gain access to. I stretch my imagination in an impressive word slew, like I prefer to be furtive, but I might emerge with my words like the feathers of a bird that'll lift me into the sky. Then you'll see this guy unless you don't even have an eye left, which is quite possible, cause my steps are known to be where your eyes were before. And I might make a perch of your eyelids and I'll scratch the eyes out, massive from the sky now. Running laps with the fire spout. In effect, got tigers in your house like Mike Tyson, but I don't espouse trying that, cause they might bite and slash. You could do all of that and you could die with a gash in your side. And don't try and laugh, you just ask Siegfried and Roy. Tigers you should not try to keep as toys or even pets. You need to respect the cat that is large like InsomniaC, with the bars that could be going at you. Better have a helmet or at least a hard hat, but you'll need more than that, like armor attached with no chinks inside. I throw kitchen sinks that fly so fast, I'll synchronize them with dope tracks. Then I'll take a couple of photographs and there's no way to fade what is done. Don't say something about clay, son, or I can slay for fun, play with the drums. This is an amazing tongue. I'll be on a creative run, able to stump 'em or turn 'em into a stump when I amputate one of the limbs. Doing stuff with my funky tongue, akin to nothing that you ever seen in your life before. I'm ready on the mic for war, but it's more like lightning toward you. Even if it's in the same place twice, of course I could do that if I chose. Being mad with my flows, got a chicken out, I need to roast his rotisserie. I go with this beat prolifically, with the most gifted of the speech and lifting up with my wizardry on the peninsula. Nipperty, tipperty, just be tipping your hat to doff that when I walk past. Cause if I don't get respect, then it's a speck of blood, or even more than that, coming from your neck that I'ma cut against the jug. Your will erupt when I be cutting that. I cut in line, no, I don't need to do that with my flow, cause I got all of the line in control. This one is mine, I'm the security of that. There's no cure for the disease I have, and I'm happy with that. I crack them C's in the back, they don't have vertebrae to last against the way I rap. It's a bayonet, maybe a saber, stab anything that I aim will crack through. A bad attitude, my aptitude's high, my altitude the same. I need to tune up my brain and not fall down in a flume, cause I claim to be wearing no kind of small crown. I won't wanna borrow that from a petty king or a tin pot dictator kind of thing. Forget that, I'm not trying to have a fling with a queen in here, just speaking in the ears till the people are clear that I'm one of a kind. My loose foot, I might kick you in the caboose. Look at what I could do with a hook, or maybe a noose that I put around a neck. I'ma push the breath out for one last time. Should I expound how you collapse? I'm not sure if I get into the details of my train deep rails. I won't be frail. I see people with their entrails, then they're trailing off. And then I see a little clapper rail that walks. I'm taking shots like a photographer, or maybe an officer if I'm trying to be brainy. I hit you in the face, there's a lot of nerves might feel the appeal that I put on the mic. Things come in a flight out of left field. A bird might even come from the skies. That's kinda strange when they summarize something about a Gretzky and a Wayne, but it seems kinda strange that they wanna drain my brain or offend me or get the identity confused. But I can see what you're doing, read through stuff, cause I'm coolest like a barracuda when I'm cooped up in a cage. Gonna just find some food for my face, then I'm running through them with a venomous fusillade, extending through the brain and outward. I'm never found without words though. The sounds are verbose. It's like outer zones. I'm a stretch to impress you while the rest do. Need a team to come and rescue them. I'm just queuing up new words, maybe trying to be a little too cute or too cute. Or I could try and hit you while you're chilling on a stoop, or let me try and move more. I got it well rounded like a stupor's form. I'm just getting warm in the spot. It's unorthodox. I could form a top most odd blow, God mode if you sought those. Yeah, there's plenty of those in store, and a little more like a whole pizza for the people that adore the technique. I shored up, seems so sharp. The ego for the bars is fitting, or it's like maybe narcissistic, and I don't need any assistance. Cause I see them getting ripped, and it's Darwinism when they step to the art that is dripping out of my heart. Living is a piece of art. A smidgen of that is sharp like a Cuisinart's blade. It's hard to say if you're gonna be incarcerated or if you are gonna pay for the coleslaw. That's a side dish that'll be with the flows that I throw up with no flaws in them. I could floss while your faux pas sitting there in front of me. It doesn't even deserve to be my company. I come to complete the tasks I start that smart, cause I don't aim to let the foes down, not even folks in my town. If they wanna stab my back, I'm gonna do exactly what they expect. To come from the yak of a yak, it's like a tax that'll be rather taxing, cause I sacrificed the massive portion, even half my life, putting all my stats up, raising that the way I rap, as if I was raised to raise a ruckus, raise all kinds of sounds and raise some bars. I've been raising my arts and brazenly moving around with radiance around the mic. The rays gonna make them shrivel up like a grape to a raisin. What else could I raise though? Maybe kids, but I might hate those if they grow up to be like the lame trolls that come in my chat, and then I give them a dunce cap and say, kid, don't be coming back. That's why I can't have a kid, maybe that'll be sad a bit. I'm going crazy in my mind. I need to find some way to climb a little higher so I could do divine work and not just smite them like a viper with my teeth out in the freestyle, but they could see around me now only for a moment, then I flex my muscles and they won't want to try and get around them. They don't have enough hustle to navigate the girth of my rap state. That's what I say. They could cascade, fast to fade into a grave. They're just that lame and passe. They can't be claiming a title that belongs to me. They lack the fame, or more like a name earning. Hurricane turning around the eye. My sound is wise, like an owl in the skies, prowling for the mice on the ground at night. It seems a good occasion. Take a survey of the phones when I'm ringing you up. You know what I'm saying? To whack MCs though, I seem close to a telemarketer. They won't wanna hear my artwork. I'm yapping their ears off and they're saying, please, I don't need to hear your thoughts, but I'm still gonna give them the tough sell on my skill. Gonna fill myself up, sated to the gills with the information, just to amaze them. Don't have to fornicate with my phrases, but I might, just for the sake of the cadence, duplicate them and do even more than that. Pursue a cape on my back, the way I rap, they're gonna call me sir, or just watch when I serve more, when I perform. Plenty of them wanna perch close and then learn all the lore of me, but I do sorcery that's out the grasp of clowns that are whack and they shouldn't be around my poetic foot on a beat, or to be down, cast a found with a shadow around them, even bigger than a mountain. A laugh from where I'm at, they don't get the last one, cause I'm too fast with my tongue. It's just a fact, son, you fat shun, it'll be a tad shun just by me, cause I come with the cutlery that's one of a kind. Sweet, generous, eat all the sweets that are next to me. Then I seek a beverage like Dr. Pepper is. The selection for the evening is pedestrian when I step on the region of a MC cerebrum and I squish the life out. I wish I could do this right now and get rid of them. If they're disrupting, I'ma diss someone, then diss punks that know the punks. You notice what I do, I hit home runs when I show up. It's a simple thing to mince their wings. Admit I'm the king, or I'll give you a second on the kitchen sink. Give you a second just to realize that you remiss when you see this mission, and you be dismissing it lightly. I won't heed your speeches if they're not nice to me. I'll consider them specious. It's like only a different species that try to heat these beats in a way that I do. Innovating with my mind stew and get all kinds of beef with me, but you'll be forthwith, or maybe not have your wits for very long, cause I stick a big thorn in your side. That's part of my particular discourse, the nature of that, the way a rap might turn them back, avert their gaze and hurt their brains and turn them to lames, cripples that can't walk or even talk with the piffle I got. Just triple what they brought. They are frauds like a Wizard of Oz, and my quick hop like a sick frog with the poison dart toxin on my back. I enjoy the art, that's why I'm dropping in the rap every evening at 9, and I'm just feeling fine. And even when I'm chilling with the headache, I'm willing to do my best effort and let them spectate and see. Even if I do hurt, I wanna heat it up for the future, not trying to have a bad state. I wanna be in fact visible from space like the Great Wall of China or the Las Vegas Strip. Okay, if you try and strip it away, you'll be eviscerated, cause this is mine for the day. Any day I'ma just go on a parade and see what's endless amazement. Sorry if I wasn't gazing at the screen for a while, cause I'm screaming until I'm senile with my freestyle, trying to feast on the piles of the bones of MCs that I've known to make a whack kind of a tone like a broken xylophone. Let me try and hit it with a stick on the drums though, that'll be fun for me. My tongue mode just gung-ho and leaving gun smoke in my wake. You get broken down every day by the heavyweight weaponry I display. This may be artillery like the military in flight. I'ma make it have an overbite. You try to bite on my flow on the mic, but you can't float your system around where I'm at. I'm like RoboCop and I'll block you out in the bad fashion, maybe black you out. Turn you with a bunch of bruises as I attack your mouth. It'll look like you got jabbed in the hook combination from a Manny Pacquiao or a bigger beast than that. Someone like Mike Tyson in the past, or maybe Joe Louis. So I suggest you just don't do it. It's like so stupid. I'm on the microphone and it won't get muted. It's time to carry on. They'll be very fond of the skill that I got, cause I'm building a strong legacy as if I'm Barry Bond, but they won't be placing one of these asterisks by the name where InsomniaC spits, cause I'm not being fascinated by trying to get the fastest with my phrases, cheating or getting something with the clear inside of me up in here. It's just clear a runway that I'm ready to fly. I'll be revered, people gonna steer and get out of the way of me, or then next they could be found tearing up. My tyranny's here up on a level, better hear me out or I'm Gonna construct the demise of your blood vessels. It becomes too stressful to try and wrestle with me. Your head becomes the shape of a pretzel in the cerebrum. I see the rum with the red shade. Let me check on whatever they say. It's all the perspective may be. I'ma say there are MCs living in a land that's make-believe, but I'm able to leave stuff like that behind, cause I'm real as it gets with the ideas in my breath. Let them fly where they may, and I may expand my brain. Then they'll say, can we take a scan to aim all the MRI equipment at me when I'm energized, spitting on a beat. It's ridiculous feats I've done. Sign over your house, give the deed to me. It seems no speed bump's gonna slow me down. Try to blow at me, but I blow you down. Then I show you out. I'm like a chauffeur en route with the dope sounds that are so stout, and yet you don't know about. You should have a conversation with my old homie, the gal, my pal over at Pizza My Heart, who told me that I'm famous, but people don't just know it yet. They ought to be seeing me blow up, I guess. But they're not trying to check till I'm killing all the tracks like I'm Boba Fett. And you put a bounty on it. Now I get down in the Santa Clara County, vaunted in the region or any spot that I be in. It's too hot, it's marathons, and I'm leaping into the fray until I feel injured, okay? And then I might whimper away, but I'm no wimp or I wouldn't be here on this day. That's an honest statement. Need to flex my domination and my deep concentration. I'm able just to make an implant on your chin, and that'll do damage till you feel like you need to vanish. Cause your head's gonna hit the canvas if you're dumb enough to try to snuff this guy. Trying to imagine that like a snuffle up against size. I just am disguised now, energized with extra wise cracks from my mouth. Gonna lift up the eyebrows anytime that I browse through my mind's contents, looking for the malcontents. Throw them out in a dense forest and hope that they never be found. And if they do, then I'll rip them in two with a freestyle. Tell them that you won't wanna be around where I'm at. I'ma rebound from an attack. Put a dunce cap over a dumb ass and show them out, show them to the ground. They don't know about this yet. I'm gonna kick them in the behind, or karma will be bringing the kids met. Let me see what they met first. I don't need to measure how many measures there are. I'm just fresh like a czar in the spot. Exalted for my raps that assault kids. Give them a little more knowledge than they had. Or if they wanna haphazardly try to go at it with me on a beat, then I'll defeat them. But why would I even try to apply all the pressure on their feet when they already got it on the flames of the ornery product that is inflamed? It comes from my brain and it's flung in the direction of them. If they think that I'm unsung, that's just because they're dumb. Maybe young and they've been not taught too well that I'm top shelf with my thoughts that can spell disaster. Beware if you try to sass in the direction of a master like me. It's likely that you're lifeless after that. It's like we could turn to the after a vast door. Let me try to lay them out to pasture. You're past your prime and you're past wherever you're supposed to be. You're passe with your poetry, and maybe you're just gonna be passed on, like you say when the people are gone. Understand that we're not fond of bringing you back to the genre of the right side of the great divide. I take great pride in dividing you from that and providing you with a dunce cap while you sizzle in the lap of Satan. I'll be laughing in your face from a distance. That I'd say is safe, okay? I don't need a safe word, all the words are safe. I'm a major player in the game, spectators are aim and see how my brain doesn't even fatigue. It's too amazing, it's like a maitre d'. It's gonna force them to take a seat though. A to Z with my flow, maybe they will decompose. Take them out to sea, but that's where we dispose of the debris. We throw it over the edge like Navy SEALs won't go and try to dig for that with submarines close. Nah, not even, bro, you'll be below where the bottom of the Mariana Trench is. Cause you're reprehensible with your sentences just on principle. I need to mince that whether or not your thoughts are considerable, they're just considerably whack. I feel like a bully of rapping, the bullseye assassin. Pull it back and then I shoot an arrow right at him. Slice slice atoms, I'm that accurate. It's a fact, it's not written with the raps that I'm spitting. Guaranteed ad-libbing in effect, yo. Rock pro, media, trying to see what will happen on a show. You don't have to provoke, it's just gonna be dope. Guarantees coming from the rhyme vocabulary released on this beat. It seems strong anytime that I got a theme, or whether it'll be gone, I'ma let them be gone to bygones and find songs that are like pythons. It's too tight, abuse on the Newman mic. I gotta rap like a noose, alright. You could try and write this off, but I don't write my thoughts. There's nothing that's quite soft about it. Gonna talk it out, have a conversation now with the crowd if they be around. I won't have my feet on the ground. I'm feeding off them now, or I'm just gonna look in the other direction. Show my proficiency to astound, or just be so stout that the beast goes out in the pasture and chills where InsomniaC lurks with so many kills on a resume. No one will step okay, cause they could get done away. Be the news for yesterday. You know how I blew, it's like blue on a mic till I'm blue in the face. Blew 'em away to innovative amazement. I create like debate might cease anytime. I'ma take the cake and I'll likely ice that, then eat that. I can ice the game twice as height as the other guy's flames. It's like my grains be inside of their brains. They got harebrained schemes, bird brains at best maybe. Try test and you get faded with ease. But I'm like whatever, it's gravy. I'ma swing around, do my thing with a sound on a trapeze up in the air. Flex my back and share something about my lats or trapezius muscles. See 'em, I'ma hustle in a kerfuffle, or the curtains will crumble. They'll come down and you're probably gonna have your knees buckle, cause you're not prepared to step on the stage. You get scared and left in a haze, or some sort of a daze. When my sword is raised, you're not about the sword play. You better run to the exit with the green letters over it. That's a doorway that you know is appropriate to leave from. If you don't flee, son, that's the end of your cerebrum. These drums be fun for me to funk around with. See how I touch ground, then I jump up to the clouds quick and earn my clout. Probably the rapper that you heard about but didn't know the name, so I don't have the fame close to the level of a volcano, like a Santorini or a Krakatoa. With the sound I'm rapping now, better be backing out of the fight, cause you won't last around with me. I'm tougher than Iron Mike, or let me try and find some more kind of a ore. Titanium, tougher than that inside of my brain, akin to vibranium. Brainy InsomniaC raps don't try to distract me from the track that I'm on. I'm bigger than a mastodon, but it's a river that you can't be stepping upon unless you're walking on water like Jesus. But I do not believe this when I see you. Your feet will dip down and you're gonna have a lot of drips around where your mouth is at. You better be a devout believer in the yak, or your femur is likely to crack like a bad skier that is going all right from the path you veer off. I'm here with some weird thoughts, gonna crack jokes like I'm yak. I'm smearing off and smear your reputation quite often. Maybe I should just hop into the cockpit and fly the Enola Gate out with a great sound. Break ground in the worst way around where you're at. That's the way to scare 'em with my paragraphs. It's time to rhyme stuff. Have another head if you cut mine the hell off of my neck and it fell off. I guess I'm fine, cause there's two back like a hydras. I say hi when I drub them just for fun. Got toes, then you stub them. Trying to step up and spend time with me in the ring. It's mind-bending zingers that I'm gonna fling in your direction, simultaneously ringing your neck. You gotta have a collection of fire extinguishers, I guess, if you think your instinct's correct to try to get rid of the flames that live in my brains. That's a waste of your effort though, cause it's never gonna happen middle of my episodes. You slept on this, but you never slept close to the right time, cause there's no time like the now for me to just lift you up from your spot where you reside on the ground, then fling you down beneath that with a little lightning from my mouth. I increase the capacity of the watts and the voltage and what's shot from my pulse, which lives inside me, bigger than the Incredible Hulk. When this is lifted to the sky, be like beside me, or be below where the seas are, like Poseidon in the season. I'm seizing any chance that I get, regardless of the previous season. I'm a devious demon, and more than that. Sorry if I wasn't exploring chat and I was ignoring you. I was having my own brainstorm, just pouring a torrent of facts or just raps that'll soaring. Slash sorta like a sword, it's a claymore, and I can slay more of them if they're morons. And There's more wrongs than right, and I'ma get them off the mic. If I don't like the way they talk, the tykes seem like troglodytes. They got pipe dreams, but I don't wanna hear them. They're just laughing from the side like a hyena, but I'm grabbing my feet. Plus, they don't have a chance to put their feet in the game, try and advance, and I'ma turn the feast on you. Fix my gaze, you could be the next part of this plate. A nice array, a buffet, things that I wanna taste. I'm too buff up in a place that's the king of the jungle, humbling the hyenas. Better hide from the scene, cause if I try to eat ya, I'm gonna demean ya. And the rest of the team will be laughing at you for the dumb attitude that you displayed. When I turn my head in your way, then you're in a grave. Put you on a plate, big dinner plate, that's some nice time. When I rock on the mic, it's quite fine. You better enjoy it while you got it. My voice is a product. I destroy anything I walk up to. Then I'm gonna go to Andromeda 2 if I sought to. That's impromptu, prompted by a few folks. It's like too many twos, a 2-2. I don't do a dance for you like ballet though. More like parking your bar in the spot, or maybe a car in the lot like the valet folks. And I'ma take those, cause I steal that. Same as the shows, when I reveal raps, they got toes of steel. In fact, you can steal a glance or try and see what's on the right of me, a seal of camp, sorta chilling out, plush version, just disturbing. When I come down from the clouds with my tongue hurting, the drums, they seem all derping. I could go with a giant flow though, hop inside a moat, even if it's got crocodiles in it. I'm close to insane. I could critically wound them when I step with my feet into the brain. I'ma crack through the reptilian skin. It's too militant, all the ideas that I'm building with abilities. Your buildings I tease cause they're gonna crack just from one release of the rap of a yak that is crusty or curmudgeonly. It's curtains for you. I get my druthers and I demean you, or at least I mean to. I probably even do more than that. It seems you got a habitude and never get good attitude, cause it's ineptitude. You should salute, I'm too good for you. Look what my poetic foot computes, so when it moves it's too amusing. I might be like a god to a mutant. I'm even better than that, higher the best in the pantheon. Can't pass this on, better see that you're past your prime and on a level that's asinine. But I'm like a mastodon that's just high and it's dope with the flows. I'm inside of those you can't study with a microscope. You better get a telescope out, the scope is mammoth. The flows don't follow commandments. I got my own rules when my foes hit a canvas. They tell me to go to the neutral corner, but I'm like, no, I'm handing out all the mandates now. Hand grenades to clowns' mouths, or a extra roundhouse when they're found down even. I kick a clown when they're down seeing. InsomniaC doesn't need to play by the rules. I'm inside the duel, feeling quite cruel, even more malicious than anything you witnessed. Inside of the past, my business gets done. Then my tongue gonna fling more words out. Turns out I sing sword like a caged bird does, but I can't escape the verdict. Said I escaped scot-free, probably they never even saw me do it. I could be watched by police and they wouldn't try and stop me, cause poetic justice RV is lead, nothing sloppy about. No pods with a P found similar to me when I freestyle. That's a one of a kind mind of an Einstein. Need to look back at the chat though, see a bunch of dogs, then they add those other remotes. I see a T-Rex too, I hopefully impress you, cause I'm elite and see people like type delete in the land of the rhymes where I put them together. There's no reason to see sin coming from my mouth. It's seeping with amazing cadence phrases, so just jump into the fray like whatever. Fray kiss, I may kiss my foes goodbye inside. They say Mayday if they try and reside in that. I'm gonna throw a fast-paced ball that I have like it's high a lot. Try to hire lies to be going out of your mouth, but my fire will be in demise. It's like a miser. You are, but I'ma give my work away till your food bar, and still it's just a tip of the iceberg. Quite burdensome. It's like a bird I can summarize, similar to a harpy eagle, or even bigger than that. When you see the vigor of the yak, it's indefatigable. When my artisanal flavor, let me tease it out if I can. Tease people in the crowd with the ideas that expand. I can pander to them. I'm a man that is chewing through anything they threw into my mouth. Add up 2 and 2 right now. Come on, Winston Smith, you can figure it out. It's not 5, this is 4, obviously. Don't even bother knocking on my door at my property. me. If you're not with the team, you need to get on it with me, or get on your knees while I'm speaking in some onomatopoeias. That's a gong, then you leave a bong or some kind of ring for your neck, or a ring or the bell in your head. It's all of that, a little more from the knowledge of a yak. There's too much fire that they admire. Let me be an adjunct or add some junk for my tongue. It's like a good fashion statement. I'm too fast to shun them if they came in, but it's okay. I might scintillate or just chill by a lake, sorta like Cayman, or maybe in the Amazon where it's raining a lot. Incredible annual rainfall. They be afraid, all estimate y'all gonna go AWOL if you're trying to face this or break walls like a wrecking ball does. Then I'm exalted cause I'm like Emperor of Inca, side of wall. I don't stutter much, but let me hit you with an uppercut, cause I got one in my can of whoop ass that I need to crack open now. Looks like the cracking is going out, it's been released. It's my propensity to put them inside of an intense penitentiary, and the evidence is leading to them being guilty of trying to kill me, of trying to rob me in the fashion. It's real filthy, and they shouldn't put the red hands on me. I'ma have them dead to rights, or just dead cause it feels right. When my poetic justice feet are in flight, ready to kick them up in a lip savior. Come up and send your plight can't be improved. Too fancy with my moves, I stampede and bamboozle, and a little bit more is brutal in my ridiculous form I take. I mutate like Wonder Twins when I activate. My rap's that great, you could see balloons, but I didn't even read what they put in front of me. It's like too soon to get into reading mode. I was all deep in my codes of my beast mode, not trying to be slowed. I wanna be stole incredibly woven poems on time with the track, trying to be strong in my mind with the brawn on the brine. I could ride on the sea like I'm doing piracy in here, or I'm riding by papyrus. I could be where the Nile is, waiting beside a ibis. This is my time to find a position and take that, or say take that. The lame cats try to spray raps at the brain of a yak. Tell them that they better relax, so I'm gonna relapse and turn to me from the past and make them rap with a tourniquet after I leave gashes in the side. Forget the creed of an assassin, I'm more like gonna pack a big punch and hit a dunce. Have them out with their lights gone for months. They were gonna be in a coma, probably need to breathe with a stoma. I'm the MC, you know they can heave the stones, cause I'm without sin. When I spout in my sounds and they can't even measure to the level of 1,000 of my prowess. I'm proud of this, mounting this and clowning on the counterfeits, you see. Then I look at my screen, what is it I see? I make a scissor G, I'm a sounding. I see a Eddie Vedder up in there and a Pearl Jam, sorry that I didn't care. I was working on my own words and running randomly on a tangent, see. Or I'm trying to have my own agency inside of my brain today. Take a seat and listen. Not saying that you don't need a position. A couple of words in front of me like a customer. I'll come to serve you when it's the right time. But I'm looking for my third eye type kind of information right now. Looking in the deep corners of my brain that are wound tight, boxed up. But I don't want my thoughts inside boxes much. I'd rather box them up and play games like rock 'em, sock 'em, robots to do. It's in a mood to be doing hypnotic musics. And if you're not amused with this, then probably it's like gonna give you fits. And you'll dispute it, and you'll say that it's putrid. But I wanna be the most acute, the flow. Students get tutelage, I don't have any excuses. And even if I were to use these, usually you'd bleed. Regardless, cause I give a MC stooge crew huge seats like where I wanna give you a boot or 3. Even cause I got more poetic feet that are leading the parade. I'll be in the place, maybe have a birdie for your face. If you try to hate, but I annihilate the lame. I dial inside my brain, feel like I might be a little vile tonight, or violent, creating the hype plus sad songs out of ad. Playing games like Capcom, Street Fighter, I'ma slice you up, dynamite in the violins. Provide a good sound that is slightly better than the silence that'll leave you taking aback when I cleave up brains that are whack. I say pack it up, back it up, or I'll be the worst anathema and higher than the average of like scourges that get seen by the mic, cause my verses put you inside the hearses, not as a driver. If You were wondering because you're perpetually slumbering in the back saying burr cause your life's gone real cold. While my ideas like an ideal of gold or even brighter shine than that. Cause I don't write any kind of raps. I be unkind to the track. I can freeze them like Sub-Zero when I'm speaking. Now here we go in a zone like I'm raiding. A lightning in my brain entertaining. Or maybe it's time to say, get over here. You don't know you should have fear, but you'll have it soon cause I'm like a scorpion. Wanna rock on the mic, sting 'em in the clash of the tight tins. My grip tighter than that of a vice, that's why I win. You should've had advisors to tell you to not to go at it with my words. I might crack your fibers, the last of them, while I see blood splashing from a geyser. I'm cutting in the jugular. You should've just been a lurker in the back until you get murdered by my rap skill. Then you realize that's a hill. You should've not poked your head over, cause you're dead and you're leaking an odor. It seems bad for you when I'm in the streets with a revving motor. It's the fastest car you seen. The bars are keen to come up to MCs just to clean a clock or two. And don't tell me that it's not the truth. I hop into the booth like I'm Doctor Who, a right arm Superman with an S on the chest. And you cannot reprimand the investment when you see me revving at this high speed. You say that dude leaves, an impression cuts a nice bit on the rug. Call it a jig or what? Before them the jig is up, I floor them before they even understand the formula that I'm pouring my heart into. I see the gerbil, but it's not even a hurdle. I might go over the heads or I'll take a little piece off the top like a convertible. No more mops, I might make a noggin a mop. Probably in the shop that you're not one to speak about, cause it's really dirty on the ground and it'll be a job for your feeble mouth to clean it now. I'ma clean it out before the time of the night's up. I'm flying in the sky, it's a nice lovely vista that I spit to let you know I can rip up ahead with the fisticuffs and up braid you too with the way I spew crazy music, creative blueprints. We're doing laps for the fans and enthusiasts. So Ricky Bobby, if you're asking who is this, well, let me tell you a little spot with a Talladega night. Alright, this'll be a good time to just get rid of all the neighborhood blight. I wanna get my lights on under the hood, show it's quite strong. The stuff that I put out another foot for the mouth, but it won't be mine. Cause I'm filled with the mountain of rhymes, ready to outshine the rest. Looking for like Sidney Dean there in my screen, but I don't know Billy Hoyle. And it's kinda silly when I'm toiling with my soliloquies that won't be spoiling, cause they're always fresh. But I see all these little specks I must inspect. I wanna check on them, a suspect. Something could go wrong, but it's not stopping me, because I'm so fond of waving my own brand of wanding. Do it with wanting, reckless kind of fashion. Whether or not you got weather that's splashing, because it's hot and the mic get rid of the rain while it's dissipating. It's amazing, you see the drips that they came down, but they never obtained a spot on the ground. It's kinda crazy how I was melting them or just causing them to turn to steam by the words that I scream. And then they're off the scene. It's like, where the hell did the drops go? You know what I mean? The people are asked, but they should understand. It's just because I be rap, pen at a pace that will get rid of the rain splashes that were supposed to go down on the lid of your car or your hood, but it won't get far, cause I'm a bard that can char that when I go full charge. Yak, mad, shin upon tracks, laughing at those that thought they could clash and expose a weakness in me, but the knees will be more than weak. It got some feeble meekness and a breach and penetrate the defenses, and then I laugh at the fact they wanna have a friendship after, and I'm kinda apprehensive cause they're only half-assed at best. Flags flapping at half-staff, and let's give them a rest eternally, cause I'm here like a turnip breathing. It's my turn to leaping and turn them into a turnip when I'm cleaving in the garden. I lop off a spot, I be pruning. I read runes and doesn't even seem human. All the speech that I'm grooming for the occasion. It's amazing orchestration that I do in a rap for you. Regardless of the name of the avenue, there's no boogaloo or a bugaboo. It's some hullabaloo who really knew who blew the rest of them away. I don't have to rest up any day, just let me expect a rate in a way that you might expect, but only in a similarity to every night, I guess, when the mic is checked. If it weren't for that, you're likely to forget yourself and not know what could happen with a hot flow. It's hotter than any jalapeno that you want to throw inside of your taco dish, but I go with it's like ghost peppers or some reapers from Carolina. When I speak from my tongue, I got vocabulary refined to be inside of a mind, but my touch much better than my dust is, and my dust is more likely what they be eating. I'm tough, unsightly on the mic like a crowded and frightened MCs inside them. Most eyes lead, don't even try to find a seat beside me. The rap is lava, that's an obvious encounter that you're gonna see when I spit it outward. Cause I don't represent with my lips like a coward, but the cows were getting tipped by this guy. It's not as if I was served by him, I just saw him when they were resting in slumbering time. But I'm burying my rhymes in them, maybe just pushing them aside, akin to a side of beef or a side. Let me find a flank if I can flank them from with my fangs and my tongue. No thanks, I'm done, don't need to seek beef with the cows that are sleeping now. Let me browse through my freestyle annals in the archives and try to find some bar stools that are flying. I'll be inside a bar fight, it's quite frightening. I'm dynamite, there's no stifling all the raps. I'll be filling up your yap with the filling up your brain synapses. I'm able to adapt so swift they give daps to this. What happened with the Mountain Dew? I don't have a can, it is kinda sad. It's supposed to be in my poetry, but it's outlandish that I haven't had a sip and I'm turning into a savage. Regardless of that, I'm trying to not be so guarded of my rap. Let me release those and harvest the madness and just nix anything I pick to aim my wits at. Whether or not I get distracted, I dispatch of it quick, fast, and then laugh at it. Maybe it's the saddest disparity if they try to compare with me, cause they got only styles on the level of a parrot or parakeet, and I'm there with some Keats heats with odes that are owed to MCs, releasing the odor. It's so funky, it won't even be as if I'm sober. You'll get so burned and hurt, it's like inside of an urn you're lurking next. There's a murder threat, but not just a threat. When I talk off of the head, I drop bombs on your set. Your mama said come back home early, or you get a dunce cap thrown surely on top of that. And that's if you're lucky enough to learn these lessons without death in your future. See, I shoot like Curry does. You bout fly as some Rias. You need to read up if you don't know. Maybe you could leap about as high as a cassowary, but you're kinda wee with your style and you need to learn how to read. You're just puerile and juvenile and I'm annihilating. You're in a violation of hip hop, faking the front with your thoughts, and that's an effrontery. You can't come up and see what's in the window of my company, cause you're not allowed to window shop on the block for my improv. And plus, nothing's for sale here. I assail ears with great raps. I'm not trying to be derogative on the trail of tears and say dumb stuff like the guy in the Oval Offices. That's preposterous. I would be more presidential than that. That's why they're deferential when I rap in torrential splashes. Rain's coming down in the fashion massive. I got mastication on a level that is bigger than your imagination. Settle for a place that is second. You can't be adjacent to my japery. I'm chasing them down by a lake. Maybe my name is Jason even, or it's like people screaming like a banshee inside of a yard when they see my bars. Fire chars, everything in the sight. I'm streaking off down the streets with my thoughts, trying to find a pea in the pod, but nah, it's not even a toss-up. There's no chance my flow stands the only by the microphone, hand in hand like it's romance and time. A handsome rhyme together with the mic and a beat, a good pair. My poetic foot flare, one of a kind, and unkindly treating MCs cause it's not likely I see them as equals. There's no peers around, it appears now I tell him disappear and a clown cause I'm like Shakespeare with the mouth around the mic with every sound bite. Then I see Freddy Krueger and it's time to chop when my mind goes off. Don't be surprised if you die, you're inside the slop where the pigs are feasting on the bits of them season. It's kinda displeasing when the relatives see them, but for me it's rather on the side of pleasing, cause I was like, I don't need them, especially when they're trying to speak on the mic and impede my feet, alright, and then I get peeved and it's time to move with my ingredients at the speed of light. I light it up in the nicest of ways, plus if you try to put a couple buckets in front of me, then I'm just gonna jump this. And then I'll cast hushes over the crowd and chuckle aloud and say, why did you put this on the ground in my way? Didn't you calculate that I'm super evasive with the use of my phrases? And you will bleed profusely when I came with a swift rebuttal. Then you're in the puddle of your blood when you're hit with a cudgel. It's coming from my lips, you're more than uncomfortable. I'm like just bowling, doing more with the syllables that win the hit bullseyes. And you're full of the bull crap all in your raps. It causes me to laugh. I don't get exhausted. There's infinite options which are in front of me. I call that my opulence. When the oxygen's in my tanks, my winds all spank them seas. They don't wanna be hanging where the plankton be, but they're sleeping by the fishes, so we can't keep it surreptitious, bro. I serve you with something so suspicious. Folks gonna look at me, but it's incognito. They don't even get it on the basis. Need to know it's so sabrosa. I just broke you, hit all of your bones with explosive words like novas. There's no luck if you're trying to poke up the wrong tree where you're barking. I could tear you in half with one spare bar in your direction, going to your cranial compartments and let it all leak out. It's kind of alarming. Survive alarm fire when my bars are higher. It's hard to get higher than me. I'm too dope like that. I throw ropes to the chat, they could throw them back. I take a photograph and see who's gonna finish in first place. It's probably me when I'm spitting with my words at a rate that'll impress. Or if not just the rate of the words, the work rate's crazy absurd. The laborers in the spot could be irksome when you watch and you weren't at the top high caliber. Noggin, better have it if you're trying to check on the raps. It's a mastermind labyrinthine. You try to get inside of mine, but it's a little too clandestine. It's destination mayhem inside of my brain. Have a seat on the brain stem. It's complete with all kinds of rhymes that maul MCs as I evolve. I'ma leave y'all in the vault like Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Just jump in to the cache on my mind. There's a dungeon if you wanna take another exit though, and try to check the metronome on my chin when my breath is dope. You shouldn't really check that. You better check back later for my next rap, which is a backbreaker or haymaker. I break a lot, maybe even I could break wind, make them get away from the spot cause it's too funky in there. Or I'ma traipse off like I don't care how funky it gets. I wanna use my tongue and do a flex. Thanks El Deuterino, you make a nice guess. We be smashing the goals cause my raps are gold, that's what I told them. I'm bold in every way, moving like a lightning bolt. It might be an insult if you're told InsomniaC that he should be souling. No, I'm not sold on that, cause I'm feeling good. Extol, or it'll be a heavy toll that you pay. I'm already bulging in my brain, but not like encephalitis. More like all sorts of sight, a foresight, insight, a third sight. So many sights, you might not have heard of the site. I'm on any site, I wanna be alright with some acolytes. Trying to see if I'm acting nice while I try to sacrifice a bit of myself and remain humble in my brain as well as I can, even while being the king of the jungle. It's a pain at sometimes, but the sum of the rhymes is like a nice burden I enjoy carrying around while I'm looking, perusing that carrion that I found there on the ground. Maybe a fountain of blood came out of their mug just a bit earlier, and the squirrels were lurking, seeing if that was a snack worthy of their attention. But more likely bear's gonna get them and the bigger beast. I should mention something that is living with the nice set of wings like a condor that'll visit you with a bit of a wrath. When you get bitten by the beaks, I'ma probably let out just a little bit of a laugh. Consider that the last shot F or at a rap god. I could cast off your sad lots, cast shadows a lot, and see if I'm on the box with my shadow. And if I do, would that drop? Makes a nice backdrop for my thoughts, and now I need to thaw out, try and get a bit warm. But my thoughts out of the league and the grasp of clods. They got grass and some clods of the dirt that I kicked up from my words when I licked the ground. It's more like liquid, a fist is found, ripping it out. Or maybe it's more than a lawnmower in the ground. I disembowel like an aerator, there with my flavor, the best of the narrators. Never say you're gonna be a taker for another one. As a spectator, you should listen to the supper flung on the tongue that is butter. It's just serving like a butler might any night. Wanna come to the mic, hope you feel alright. We can look to the sky, reveal the light. Astronomers staring in the telescope, but they wanna observe a lot of words, and they'll see some of mine up there. Cause I prepare constellations every day in my conversation. A melange of those, you could watch it from your lawn, I suppose, if you want. Or if you want more, you could try to hop towards space, and you'll probably see more of the ornate color that I display in the air. It's amazing. I crack a carapace of the whack there at a pace like a terrapin in the blades of grass, unable to hop the way that a yak moves like a kangaroo. My language through hoops I can jump, do this with my damn tongue, going off on the tangent, and maybe just coming to the plate to bunt. Nah, fake it, you see, then as crazy as can be, the ball's gonna be launched into space, same as me. The constellation region, the way I'm speaking should be displayed in a museum, you know. Or you're not sure what you see in the flow, you stay hunting while my brain's done. And there's so many clumps in the mind, but I'm gonna hug some of them to the side when I'm summoning them. It's just divine, I justify what I do, cause I want a club, a trite crew, remove their mind. Or maybe if I find two brain cells, I'd be surprised at you, cause I thought you were so inane you weren't able to obtain, well, more than one. You were just that moribund. I'm trying to have a conversation, but you're like a moron that is spun out of control. And now it's like you dropped down on your head and you found the toll was too massive. You better heed the raps of this. I'm a rhapsodist that could diss whack twits if they try to establish a foothold round where I am with my poetic foot strolling. They're like a troll on the bottom of a bridge, but I don't really care for them. I'ma roll in with my lit matches and dispatch of the bridge fast, and then I just laugh. I don't care if I burn bridges, all of the sin in the past. I could sin like that, even inside of my syntax. Pay a big tax and two tacks and thrashing them, just hashing some conversations out, matching my words up together and just seeing what I do with my words. I steward this in the environment right as I can, pious with the mic in my hand, trying to find my plan as I move along. Sorta like a dugong on the coastline, more like on a beat though. When you find my poetry, I'm flying at a high caliber. I found words that could now burn the crowd. To serve up sounds won't be subservious. I'ma serve speeches out its absurd reach now. You could reach out for my freestyles, but freak out when the rebound or the rebuke comes to your mouth and leaves pounds cleaves out of your weak style that doesn't even have the talent to its name. You bow down to the flames or kowtow to the sayings and the accolades that I'm relaying. I got orbs in my brain and I'm not even gonna display them a lot. You got your legs splayed out in a strange way now when I caught you tripping, or you're trying to fight off this, but it's as if in fact you're not long for living. And there's a coffin with your name on it in which you'll be positioned next. You'll need some stitches on your neck, but nobody has enough in a collection to get you put back together enough. So you're like a replica of a mummy with your neck's wrapped and your left thrashed, courtesy of a yak. I'ma just go back to the old way when I'm looking like the Enola Gay. Hook up a flight, then I throw solar rays on your crew, sharper than a razor when I move, or rape you through your body. Steal the show with the kleptomania too. I wanna aim 'em at you, or maybe put 'em on the map like a little bit of dew on a mountainside. I'm counting how many times that I galvanize the people, whether that's guys or gals that arrive. I got gallons in the mind, high speed or just a gallop getting by. Take a poll like the gallop, I'ma try ask questions in the middle of my rap sessions, even like a riddle or a conundrum or some kind of a cone to the microphone that I'm prone to mention. From another dimension, I've been sinning sometimes, trying to check if I got an embolism up in my mind, but it's okay, cause I don't need to allay the pain I could just lay with the pain and play with that. I'm propane. In fact, that's the way I say that, cause it's like flames in my yap. Understand that? When you put it to the gas, if the lit match could be hitting that, then it's like quick to uplift with the updraft or some kind of backdraft that goes through the door when you crack that with an axe or whatever you have in your hand to try and slash more in the direction of that. Perplexing raps I speak so well with my feet floating around in the sky where I'm gliding, trying to find them when they have a colonoscopy. I don't know if the doctor is even asking me if that's a little bit awkward. Please don't try digging in my ass, you see, cause I'm not interested in what you're looking for. I'm already sicker than this. When my poetic foot's on the door, I'm endorsing rhymes that are borderline beyond the borders. I don't chill in the corners anymore. I'm more like the type to go to war on the mic with some mortars and flight, and then it's like ordnance in your coordinates. I'm coordinated, orchestrated, well, straight fin, giving the major hell coming from the sky. Depleted uranium shells even. I take them off the shelf when I'm breathing. Then you're shell shocked and feeling all depleted, grieving, maybe bereaving. I'm seeing nothing good in your future, just too much blood in your family and you can't leak in. I can see into your life, mince you with the mic in my grasp. I'm a titan with that. You might ask, when will I come back? 9, that's a fact. I'll be there next one, unless my head spun off of my neck. And I guess sometime might be required to repair or keep paradigms shifting inside of my mind, cause that's a gift of mine. Think I'm kidding? Nah, ends are nigh. For those that aren't friends of my bars and my seminar, you could try to glean knowledge, cause my technique's polished. Should be mauled, look small like a mollusk, something that washes up on the beach all step on and wish that I had not, but now whatever. I'ma just hop off with my new thoughts, looking like you never seen this kind of foot on the site, like a Sasquatch, and squashing them was a good option, cause they're not winning. Let me hop in to their face and see if I got some sin that I will commit, cause I'm not trying to be a god in this. And even if I was, I could break the rules without being remiss, cause my mission is the statement that you wanna be listening to. I'm saying it's officiating over the ceremony. I'm the MC of, I'm there with the flow. See, poetry that you won't loathe, only love. It's not lowly stuff, more low-key. Plus, I could change my form like low-key does. Getting keyed up, like going to where the keys just beep. It's a B plus, a grade better than that. The A for the wordplay of a yak, ledger to main. My brain's fast and to categorize it as scat like maybe crap, no, more like jazz. Provided I could be Ella Fitzgerald with my raps, or I'm gonna be Christmas carols on the path to your door singing stuff. Give the gift of the rhyme, it's Christmas time, you put it under the tree. Never time to find an MC with a tongue like me, slumbering on the beat. That's why the beats get done nightly. Too much though, need to move up with the flow. Moving on up like some of the folks. It's Jefferson, or it's like Jefferson Starship, or let me get the door. You could go up in the sky where my art is. There's extra more, even text galore. You can't send me a text though, I'll just ignore that. You'll be ghosted, I'll be close to a ghost, but let me rearrange the letters just a scotch, cause I got an iota of a thought that I'm closer to the goat atop a mountain. My mind flex like an ibex, try to test them. I could do that, but I'd rather just be resting my case and not rest in my brain, cause I'm doing ledger domain to entertain and keep my train raining. The fastest out of the station that's never been derailed in all of my years, and I can't find those that I want to call them my peers, since my lyrics are up here and there's a way down in a place of the ground. I used to be subterranean, but now my brain's found adjacent to the clouds. It's pointless to try and be eyeing which number it is on which I'm flying. But you could try, I suppose, but I depose despots and then they get taught lessons by my jaws. to the ending spot where the epilogue gets drawn out, but the disputes do not now. It's more like white lines of chalk on the ground for a clown that didn't toss in a towel when he should have. That's like time to get a mean wrath, or maybe a good wrath, bad wrath, all kinds of wrath. I'm just that wrathful, a rascal. You can't win against me. You got better odds in a raffle with everyone in the world entered in that. You get interred by the yak, could be in the dirt or maybe even turds perhaps. Plus you got the burden of a gash that gets sewn up with some of that. The odor's gonna suck, you get no love. I'm hitting all the home runs and looking around for a spot to do some victory donuts. A lap around those that are broke into pieces, their jaw thrown to the side of the socket. I wrote a thesis about that while I rode MCs out from my path, turn them into outcasts when they're interred in the ground of a yak. Sepultures, time to get on their nerves with my next version of a verbal excursion. Just a little experiment when my breath hurtling, whatever's lurking in my path, nothing akin to the rap of a yak. It's more like regards that they might be able to try and put a stop on what I've done when I drop bombs, but I'm gonna mock them. Probably cause they're not even close to the godly level of the wrath of an insomniac. It's too late for you. In the grave I threw you with an epitaph, or forget all of that, just a shallow one with a rock tossed over your mouth for fun. That's an imitation of a cheap barrel. Did I need to go there though? Nah, I won't be there where the widows might weep, or I'ma just be peeking towards you, lurking sorta like a scarecrow in the field. I'ma fare so well. There you go to hell. I'm prepared to elope with the microphone. It's like in my full scope of possibilities, with my soliloquies, with my hostilities, and that is silly if you tease a yak, cause I will come back to just thrash ya, be the anathema. It all adds up at the end of the day. It's a fact, but no fact simile when I simmer beats. No person could be rehearsing with me, cause it's a sin to cheat and try to be in the seat adjacent just so you can peek at all the words that I'm putting as a response for the equations of the math teacher. But I'd rather be a rap speaker, so I'm not that eager to be at a desk. I'd rather just be free as can be with my breath in the streets or checking on the people on Twitch. Sorry, I wasn't looking for a dream a bit, but now I got time for the REM. Could I play a song? Oh, that's malarkey then. I'm not talking about I'm losing a religion. I'm superstitious with my spitting, but I don't really believe in any of that. It's just stupid, and I'm wishing everybody well with all the myths they accrue when they're dipping into life. But I'm figuring it might not matter too much. I'll find out when I'm in the crypt, alright? Cause it's just so cryptic what'll happen after the death. So just let me live and let live. I'ma be a big man with the best. Let go through the sieve. I sift all the information that I can and form opinions, make it into canon, or turn it into the cannon fodder of a stanza author, a mammoth monster. Who knows if I'm just like a monument to my own performance poems that I do now, showing torso to the crowd. So much guts, you could love stuff that I do, or some kind of a hush comes over you. Be afraid of the uppercuts that I threw. Never threw a fight, especially when it came to the mic, cause my brain's gonna rain here Shakespearean stuff. Ideas that are tough to make look like the feet of a klutz. I'm never found tripping like that with my head on the ground. If in fact you see that, must have been an illusion of some little scheme of people that be whack, doing all kinds of evil crap in venal action, grabbing all of the cash, trying to demean what had happened in actuality. Cause I'm like a deity of rapping. They grab grenades and see if they have a pin in these, but probably it's like a cascade of blood when your face gets punked by that. That's day one where you have to learn a little bit more. Thanks for this horde that came through. I can't ignore what I'm seeing. That's 6 people in a raid while I'm in the middle of a tirade, just speaking, trying to glow like a beacon without any opprobrium. Wanna stay appropriate in my life, not pro-Prius, alright, cause I got my own electricity in the flight. I got a dog in the fight, but not like Mike Kovic. Let me try to pick a better route for my freshness. now, get my niche or get out of my niche more. Unless you wanna listen to me when I soar on Twitch for a small people that'll say this is adorable, or a bull with the horn. It is sorta like a warning shot toward a muff, and it'll be horrible if you drop in the bowls. The one that taught you the lessons, I'm one of the top. Ought to be a legend on a level to be an anonymous, setting myself aside with my own property where I reside like a monk in a monastery where I'm gonna die, but my vocabulary's gonna fly, cause I'm not trying to turn a blind eye to the ways of the weak and the meek with the words. Let me get them working, and he'll go over heads like a turban and turn in a nightly performance. It's time to be burning the midnight oil, dishing out all kinds of stuff that people witness in the crowd, whether it'll crush or pass the test of a litmus. I'm found to be acidic, or let me sit it down on the side that's base. Let me try and explain my case. I don't need to be base though, I'll face those facts. Still, I could burn like a volcano till they came too close and then the brains roasted to ash. You don't even know the half yet of the InsomniaC aspect, so hi Foxy. Thanks for dropping by my scene. You're always nice to see in the hot city of raps where I live. Can't be oblivious to that action. What happened with the brisket in Texas? I didn't even inspect it. I guess I might have to have an insurrection in my own chat, looking at Pupa in San Antonio. But I don't know you if you're playing for the Spurs, unless your name's Tim Duncan or Dave Robinson. Well, let me see which way I could be walking and try to remain inside of my brain for as long as I'm able to be waddling. Or I'm not doing that, let me just hop into fashion more like a crazy kangaroo. Or look what kind of animal to do a nice hop, a crazy frog that is inside a pond. I'm trying to provide a song for people that'll enjoy the improvising of Insomniac. I'm in the zone when I rap, you know that, cause I don't aim my dome at the chat. I'm looking at the microphone fashioning all kinds of words and dashing in with more just to make a massacre. Put a body of an MC on the floor and empty another can of whoop ass. I tore off the shelf real fast. I tore out with some more rhymes, ready to stab the asinine and see what could fly around here. I'm a guy that'll beat up any zebra, cause I feel I need to earn my stripes. Sorry to the zebras, it might not be real nice of me, but I'm trying to be white and black and everything between all sides of that, with a gleam in my eye and a reason to fly. Or let me just try to find more dinosaurs, prepare to battle with a pterodactyl to tear it apart. Where it's hard on my sleeve, cause it's not very agile compared to what I do. I dare you to try and show the guy whose flow is like a chimera. I paddle my way up the creek with my bare hands when they put me in there, and I don't care or give a damn. It's more like foresight for my caravan. I can make a splash even if the creek's made of crap. I wouldn't really care, cause I'm ready to get down and dirty with all of my raps. You heard me? I'm lamping like a lamprey. I'm not a has-been any damn day. It's happening. That's why I keep seeing people happening upon me, then they're grabbing on, they're glomming and wanting just a little bit more, even asking for an encore. Let me try and find a hyena with a Mr. Bob Dabalina, or who's gonna be bobbing on an idea if it's an onomatopoeia. There's so much and there's just oddities and anomalies. Whatever you want me to tee up that you're eager to weave into the recipe of Insomniac. I could be obedient. No, I doubt that I will though, cause I'm not about to chill close to a pillow with my mouth. I'm about to shout rhymes on a mountain high in the Himalayas. Every hymn that you say does nothing to aid you. The air's gonna thin in the place cause you're at an altitude high, and plus I'm using my mind, so I'm consuming all kinds of that. You might wanna just hop into a tomb, cause I'm not with that. If you're trying to grab the oxygen, as for yak, I'm a hogger, the author of odd variety. Let me try and ride the beat in the fashion they'll say it's hotter. I'm gonna take a turn like an otter in the water. But let's see what kind of liquor you brought, if it's good enough for my thought. But I'm not even licking what you brought. If it's vodka, I'ma say it's not bonded enough. Need harder with the proof indeed, like 200 for me, a drunk skunk of an MC. So inebriated talented with the flow, they could say it's dope. And if it don't, then the brain gets broken by the next flame spoken. I'm here like Beethoven, daily, but in a different year. I'm hoping it's like I'm gaining accolades and trophies, and they won't see a season where they're able to take them away from me, since I'ma be the person in the place to be when it's the meeting of the minds. You might feel a little left out when no one's trying to see you inside. The usher is gonna take you away, and if you offer some kind of countenance like a monster, they're gonna say not now, you wimp. Cause InsomniaC's in there, and his mouth will whip yours with a quick discourse. You need to shore up your defenses before you try and endorse a war. Just pray for the taunt, or the brainstorm will stomp your body and leave it torn up for the condors of California. Cause he's a supporter of the birds. Of course you should observe the rites and the rituals around the mic. Traditional stuff in flight tonight. You could have bruxism at night and try and bite me, but I'm more like the type to be in the fight. If I bite, it'll take your ears off. Crazy, you hear I'm a god and you don't believe it, till the lyrics shot in the direction of you, and the cleaving is going through your cerebrum. It goes real deep inside. You could depend on me, cause I'm a guy who's so dependable. Say it's trustworthy. I come worthy with my words, and it's not James though, unless it's more like LeBron James of the flow. Let me change and go to the purple and I say gold. It's like Lakers show, but I'm back in the time with magic, with a rhyme thrown behind the back. Designs that can't telegraph mine. You won't see where I'm gonna go. I'm as dope as can be with a do-si-do. Maybe it's time to make them feel like they slipped for real. I got crazy zeal. The officials will appeal to me to be kind, but you're way behind the times, and I'm running the game now. Not one to be trained to be found inside chains. I'm out, I'm gonna bounce. It's not just cause I say I got bounce. All balls don't have that. You could know tracks from the past, but I'm alone. The ace you see on the throne, kinda like that. Maybe I should've shown, not my hand yet. They don't wanna take a gamble, I guess, make a gambit against me. I'm a fresh MC when I get to speed, and even if I'm in slow mode, it's like a hawk that is close to my shoulder, bro. You know it's no mascot, it could go in the snow, but perhaps not, cause it's born in California, close to the shore where the cold is not gonna come over. Of course, cause I got coals in my vein, in my core hustles. That'll be good when I hustle, when my words inside of a tussle or a kerfuffle. You might need to get into the bustle, the loudness of the townships that I'm now in with my prowess. But I doubt you'll be able to battle the scoundrel without a buckle in your knees, or me jumping off of the top turnbuckle. It's a breeze to humble them seas, and I bolt up the Humboldt. The likely result is that I'm just dope. I could've told them how my throat would be roasting the beat. It's only an hour and a half now with the sound of the rap. Too much vengeance in my sentence, looking for a range, or let me change course with my brainstorm. I'm out in the forest where the rains pour over the rangers. My main works, it's like a lion seat, and my lion see for yourself. It's time to find a feast that's top shelf, or maybe it's fancy, but I'm not a typical cat you can see in a city. You're oblivious to that, better try and fix your yap, but just don't spit some raps from it, cause if you don't adapt quick as yak, then you're gonna be dispatched of. You need to add up, but your math sucks, and your stats are below par. You're not even at where I'm at, and I'm not even trying to be a rap star, but I'm more like the kind to make a rapper see stars when I wrap around them constellations. Amazing, take a moment to gaze at them. You be tripping off the universe that I have a presentation about. Put it into a verse, improvisation. You could make a payment, or maybe just wait and see if what I'm saying is worth it. But probably you're not able to break the surface, so the way that I surf it with an amazing surf fit, the sounds I wanna figure them out, or maybe turn about. See if that's fair play anyway. When I narrate, that'll happen every day. There's some good rhymes. Look, anytime my poetic foot finds a track, there's some nice designs inside of the rap. You could get an extra serving, a side of a yak, but not from the literal side of a yak. That would be a pitiful taste to try and take. I'd rather give you briskets like big bits of this, or maybe if you prefer ribs, Coming from some piglets, form a big like a hog. When a hog mics, that's some odd type of words. I'm on sight for sure, like a 4-man. I'm more than 4 men when I'm rambling. I'm foraging in the brambles and seeing what kind of animals need a spanking and a manhandling. Probably I could find something like a lamb. Find it's time to be banished and knocked down to the canvas. It's sacrificial, but not for a fiscal reward. It's just for a sort of discourse that I wanna have with the people and sow some discord within the forest. The risk is yours, it's not mine, cause I got the bigger sword and the harder design of rhymes should be obvious for even if you're a big moron. But I'm on still with monstrous skill. The guilt-sated will get a payment eventually. I'm willing to bet on my skill set, it can't be faded. Stampede on the brains a bit. Need to gaze at the chat and see if they're okay with my raps. What happened with the paper mache? It turned to a machete, but I won't be done away by either of those anyway. I'm just trying to play heavyweight inside of the brain, but wait or anticipate what I do when my patience so virtuously sow 'em before they get hurt and they sleep for eternity. I got so many patients, so I might have to do away with some of those, like I'm Dr. Kevorkian. A rapier to the throat, though, made of the quotes, a boatload in my dojo where my feet are known to step on the most toes when I dance on them. They won't have their pants off, and cause they already burned off their ass, cause the talking is full of lies. I summarize by hitting bullseyes, bully 'em, it's their demise. I see misers, they need to revise the way that they work. They need a lot of advisors. I just need some visors, maybe. Or they'll be blind when I go on my phrase spree daily. Cause so much radiancy can turn you into mince meat. I see the meeting of the minds where I could be, but you got the mind that is laden with amoebas. Can't even see you, you're about the size of your glean. What could you get from me? A glean. You pull out of a dumpster, you know what I mean. But be wary of that, cause it could be a cemetery in the back for all the things that I cremate. Cause there's a dumpster fire of MCs that are fake. I'm the one that inspires them to even step up to me, but I can never see you. It's microscopic in a petri dish. I could treat them to this, it's like my motif is too big. Might need to scribble in the middle of my rap and scream when I hit him in the head or a visceral section with my screamer, or hit him with a heated up screed just because I can't kick these buckets, my man. That's the best offer that I got for you. I'm a clobber the fur off of your back. My claws work just like that, serving the poetic justice. I've gone quite mad, but I love this, and I'm not trying to leave the land of the freestyle in the asylum that I'm in a loony bin, spewing my winds with a toothy grin. Don't try to put me down, look out now. Turn you to the fodder for the cookout of the town. And then I'm boosting it in to the next gear with my fresh lyrics and taking it to your chin. You're too chintzy to have a chance, you're like a team of hyenas. If my ideas team up on you, I'm gonna eat you easy like a pizza. Everyday fare for me without any fanfare. I'ma be the man wherever I set my feet, cause the next MC sucks, gasping for air like they got emphysema. I shouldn't be going there, it's kind of facetious, but I see this and I discuss it with the level of a genius. Don't need to be on the dust where the level is real low, but if these flows are gonna elope again, I need to loaf down low in my sound before I hit the heights and get to the mic, turn myself to the kryptonite. Where the hamsters, they're running in circles, searching for the answers, lost in the circus. That's an odd thing to be serving into the verses. Maybe I should get a hawk, it's got a better purpose when it's aloft and observing the words. And InsomniaC will spray for like half a day. More might toward the mic with the foresight. I can't be shackled in a place with my back in the cage with a manacle, cause I'm fast to break that escape on a route wherever I wanna be. Cause I'm an undaunted MC, just in my prime, not a mortgage, a subprime. Should I speak more of this? Cause I'm gonna feel sad if I try to reveal the facts about a real estate I don't feel like I'm able to afford in the state Whether the market is depressed in the spot where my bars are fresh, they're hot, but I guess not marketable, and they'll never be aloft in the eyes of the masses. But at the end of the day, I'm fine with that if I got my synapses. And I'm kinda snazzy with them razzmatazzing in the city. You'd be oblivious to the path of the cash if it's not in the pockets of a yak. Well, it's fine. There's a well of rhymes develop inside of the cerebellum of mine. They're ready to fly out. You might scratch in a style found to be hamster. Like the answer, probably. I'm gonna go find something that ought to be in that. Maybe it's like Eddie in the spot, or if you're ready for a DJ quest, we could be on a quest. There's some more questions to see the answers of. I have displays of stamina, no malaise for the rambling of me. It's just lovely. I run amok on a beat, suddenly take a turn, but it's for the best while the others are left in a grave or burning in the urn. I say save your breath for somebody that might care, cause you don't study on the mic where I'm at, turning my stare into something of your nightmare. More like the type to ride mares than the type to stand beside where the cavalry will ride out. There's MCs that are mad at me, but why clown? Cause if you say battle me right now, I just laugh at you and wipe out the memory of your existence. I have a propensity for this, and your density is different. My density is like there's so much that's immense in me I'm spitting, while yours is more like dense with a meaning that's shifting the context. And I believe that you're about as intellectual as bricks and stones or rocks and geological subjects. Your mind is boggled, but what's next? That's just the same old thing I project. My flow so fresh it's grotesque, don't mess with me. I'm a fresh MC, it's a guarantee. I'll think less of you if you try to get to the beat. This is mine, buddy. Just butt out, don't abut me. My sound is like a blunderbuss eruption, or a bus that'll run you down. I can't dumb it down in the honor of you, cause if I'm trying to talk the truth, it sucks. It's more like there's no honoring. You are a bust, belong in the manure rut where the sewers coming through with a bunch of smut. And I don't wanna touch none of it. More like the type to go see the northern light, and none of it that's in Canadian spot I'm parading in. With my thought, I don't make an ultimatum that you ignore, cause if you do that then you get torn. You better heed the word of me, cause I'm an absurd MC, stronger than a beast or Hercules. And the curtains seeing the same shade as a person bleeding. Is that just a coincidence or not? I don't know. I wanna interlock with like Sherlock in the noggin and figure out what happened when I swat a punk off of the stage. It fell down a lot on their face when their noggin breaks and it splashes up and changes the shade of the curtain. It's like maroon or burgundy, but it's not burdening me when another sucker or bleed. It's just a curse or a scourge to me, and they need to show more courtesy or be bowing out. My freestyle is now about to bounce to the clouds and not come back. I saw punks ask for a whipping and they get that fast. I'm spitting all kinds of rhymes, and now I wanna blow minds when I open up my eyelids and pounce upon what they put in the chat. I'm no kind of slouch on the couch, resting with the bed. I'm seeing there's a shook up in there, but I'm not the type to be shook. I jump with my poetic foot in the air. I'm beyond compare. I could turn the average MC to a member, or not even qualified to be in my harem. The sirens in the street blaring. It seems like I demean MCs whenever I speak on the mic. My ideas are like the speed of light moving around a photon. My foes are not so fond, they get frozen when InsomniaC seen on a beat. They're not that keen to meet, cause I'm like with a mean streak or seen streaking in the streets, and then your girl's leaving, capiche? Or maybe I should not be that crass in the middle of my speech or rap, but let me just give them a mean slash and then like bleed out hemophiliacs, and I lash out and I leave no route for escape for 'em. I have a cape enormous. It It's fitting for my back. They should be giving me dap and just listen to the raps. But yeah, I like when in a position to crab and just grab all the crustaceans that they can add into a pot. I love to watch when they're doing all that. It's cool. Then plus the dude can bust a rap, and I won't say he's a fool, cause he comes with that too. I'm no statue. I saw back in the past when the dude was crabbing and the other dude got mad and his name was Mort. I could remember that inside of my brain while I make a report about how Mort got all irate. Looked like he was about to hit him in the face with a roundhouse or slap his yap with a fast fist, cause he was like, you can't be throwing your pots in that rivulet that'll flow by there, or they called it a creek, but you might follow me if you seen that kind of nice quality on the stream of Shook, where he's got a brook or a creek or some kind of island that he be on, freestyling like Frazier, or I'm in the jungle rumbling, or maybe Thriller in Manila like Ali and Frazier. It's okay if you're just at my show like a spectator. Let me get the tater tots in. It's like going to the pockets, amazing. I'm watching Napoleon Dynamite inside of my mind tonight. They'll ask if I'm alright, but I'm like, past this, I'm more than alright. I'm ambidextrous, a man with freshness. You can't expect this when you see the face, but with your ideas staying in the place, you'll come to appreciate what I've done with my tongue. Cause the sum of the parts of the presence and the remarks will be precious. It's no farce, there's like a treasure so far you can see. It's more measures than Mozart will create. The beat gets cremated, I heave grenades, it's amazing. Hello, Sporty Ron, I'm glad that you came in to see the words of an insomniac. They could amaze, my poetic foot could graze, but that's enough to smack and snuff a person in my way. Don't ask much of me, cause if you know too much, I might just have to blow you up next with what I do with my breath. It's like a wrestler who could suplex ya. Who wants to be the next to meet a death? I accrue respect while you get cut. And then your neck's like with an excess of blood in flight or just dripping off it. Cause when I spit a sonnet, it's so sharp they won't know if I throw darts with the poison on them, or if I was just trying to destroy them or leave them loitering despondent, knowing that they're toys when bonded with a big beast in the ring. On the mic doing my thing with my speech in flight. There's no way that you could escape the plight, being neighborhood blight. I'm ready for the fight. If they bite, then they got stage fright and won't even show up on the next night. It's time to get in with a little lime I'm setting. Saved by the buoyant sea of citrus. When I see it in the sea and it lifts a bit, it comes back to the surface. But I'm back with verses that you can't scratch below the epidermis of the InsomniaC. You know it's cause I'm too tough, you observe it. I'm never subservient. I serve them with a submarine, working with all kinds of torpedoes that might go towards your spleen and broke through your whole even. Your whole evening gets wrecked by my next set of breath that I use ejecting from my chest to confuse them. I'm so elusive, flown profuse when so many clues are in front of me. It's hard to understand everything I'm producing. Oh yeah, then they're using the catchphrases. I seen that a lot when I spectate his channel. So many times diving for the pylon like an animal, but I'm more hot fire on the mic, kinda like Dylon. I'm dialed in and I'm gone, letting bygones be bygones. And people might buy sex, but they just bygone. Aria, that's an odd idea, better watch what you pay for. That's like cheap thrills that you seek still, nah. I just wanna refill my jaw with the oxygen, then I keep killing off my adversaries. I'm like Godzilla on the block, and you might need an apothecary option or pharmaceuticals to aid you. Some suitable beauty to allay the pain that you accrue when you came with not a big enough crew. And you aim at a dude who is hustling for the tussle. Hand probably gonna dish out a come up inside his crushing wimps, turning them into dust. If they limp off, they could be feeling lucky a bit, cause my lips just erupt. Look like a volcanic substance. My stints amaze men's brains. It's in vain if you make efforts to do ledger domain the same as me. I'm the biggest beast with a mane. That's my claim to fame, you see. They look like they wanna cook mics, but I'm more like the crook type that'll steal the show and living the good life, like those down low in the shore of California, living up the project blowed lore stuff, you know. You can't stuff this open throat in any way possible. I'm always emoting the most of my quotes. And what happened with Kalishnikov? Just a little bit that I saw, cause I open up my eyelids and talk, just to prove I'm no Wizard of Oz. And we go to Vietnam and go to war with the people like the Viet Cong, and there with napalm in the air, or like Agent Orange. They get afraid of the forms I'm able to take and maybe warm up the scene. They'll be baking like in a lake by Satan's side. You get sated by the way I provide major rhymes, but just don't plagiarize the thrust of the flow. The crux of it is dope in a humble abode, or I don't know anymore if I should use a motor in my boat or just paddle with my hand. That should be adequate. There's no quit in me, just quips releases, wizardry on beats, and I snipe with my rhymes. AK-47 from the mind, I shoot that. Even on a good day, I might be amused with the fact and walk off. Be the dude with the last laugh, with my God thoughts, casting a massive splash of blood from a whack mug who wanted to act like a thug. You don't have acumen enough, you might wanna back it up, or have your back with a slug torn through it. It's all sorts of war in the music, the mind state of an enthusiast. With the weapons, my blade are the most gruesome if I put them into you and twist. What kind of ludicrous pugilist that wanna wage war with my brainstorm? It goes with a cut right through the wrist, or through where the jugular is. I serve them whether or not they're lurking, or they show their face and try to hiss and slither through the spot where I am like a serpent. You better be not usurping this throne of mine, cause I'm known to show my spine and blow your mind with that. You're only on the level of a bovine. In fact, a cow that should kowtow to me. Don't seek any kind of beef with my mouth, or you'll cease to exist and be left in the ground for the Valkyries. I got just one vow to breathe. I'm gonna earn an A with the words I say, blow you away like a hurricane. It's time to get my turn for the fame, and even if I don't earn that, then I'm fine, cause I'm just gonna work with the raps and align the stars inside the bars. Maybe my eyelids are kinda heavy, but I pile it like a bard or a czar in the spot. It's a little too bizarre when I talk, or they say that it's weird, or what is it that I'm selling up in here? They wanna know if I'm fat on my show like Mr. Belvedere, always trying to grab a snack and rain hell on your ear after. Then I hear some laughter, but it better be with me, cause if it's at me, then it'll be a blood splash massacre. I'm that quick, you can't see how I flicker, but you wanna figure out which route I'm gonna pick now. I pick out the weak, get rid of these, put them on the ground fatigue. Then I pick out the strongest link in the chain, and I conk it on the noggin until it blinks. That's your last gasp coming out of your ass, cause you're already talking out of that. And at this, I might have a laugh. It's like time to lift up the world like I'm Atlas, or I have more things on the map like the cartographer or Atlas. And I have an almanac of information to be scintillating the crowd with. What happened with the stuff in my chat now? I need to browse it. There's a brown cow in it, or a sheep in the field. Are these people for real? What kind of animals are trying to hang with me? It's not even understandable. I'm trying to fathom it, but I'm rapping a bit, and I'm the fastest on Twitch. Let me go back a bit and see what they're cutting up with their stone cutting. I don't know nothing about that, but my flow's hustling till I be an outcast like Andre 3000 in the house, or I house them till they get their blouse torn in their light, realizing I got more fire in the fight, street fighting like I'm douse them. They need Valium just to get out of the low of the valley that they're in. They're not valiant enough though to hustle the flow, to crush the most cutthroat. They end up thrown up in the moat when they approach me. I'm beyond reproach, you see. MCs wanna poach, but I poke fun at them, and I hit home runs with their Adam's apple out of their throat. They're done. They should've known so much, but I'm gonna show you up, not to a nice extra room that I got in my house, more like show you up with my mouth, then disembowel you, throw you like where the rest of the thousands of bodies are. I don't have time to drive you off in a car, more like put you in a shallow grave cause you're subpar. That's where the mass grave is at for whack cats that try to come at InsomniaC but end up with a dunce cap and some more getting served if they war with a legend of the words who hops better than a kangaroo or a wallaby in the spot. That's high quality my talk. Let me tee off some more when I'm in the creek and I walk. I could waddle in that with hip waders on, but I'll amaze you with my song. It's just blazing flavor like Grey Poupon. You don't have to pay if you came with a coupon, or even if you try to wage a war. Throw a coup on me like a junta, strong as could be, and try to strong arm me out of my own town. But I'm armed to the teeth in my mouth, so you ought to know how it's gonna go down. You know about it, then you see that you should be touting the technique I'm flouting all the laws with, while the other MCs are floundering on the bottom like a flounder in the water. Could it be full on slaughter, feeding frenzy, bomb dropper, in effect top heavy indeed, because my head's getting up to speed. So much steam going out on my poetry, they will esteem me and my team, if you know what I mean. I'm sharper than the blade of a guillotine. You might need a buffer for a couple seconds, or you'll get something unpleasant when there's like a gusher on my weapons jugular, bloodletting in effect. It's a effect and a change. You get left fettered and enchained. It's like time to get your main cut. That's the main touch that I'm gonna leave on you with your brains. Blood is found on the stream. I'm gonna strain some of that you are seen in a latrine next. I just have a reflex to be fresh. You can refresh your browser, see if it's got extra power, or if the internet has gone sour and it's not gonna work cause I've gone berserk when my song's just murdering the track. Best MC you heard on the map. Anywhere that you're at, my paragraphs will wear them out. They don't wear a crown, they only have a welcome to wear out. I could tear the house down with a spare sound. I espouse, put it on a breath, launch it from my head or my shoulder, I guess. Looking like a plasma cannon, the apex predator. Standing inside a jungle, you can't find a better wordsmith to observe. And they should be worshipping or purchasing how I'm chiseling up the track with the raps. But I'm still humble enough to adapt my skill and come back. Give them a feel of that. You'll feel like you might be walking a top thumbtacks, and that's so sharp like most of my flows are. So far, I show stars. It's like the belt of Orion. When I'm rhyming, it's hard to identify them, though it's not the typical that you've seen, just a different irresistible routine. My system is not routine, no, it's more like poutine, you know. When you see my foes, they're just cheesy flows, but me I suppose closer to C3PO's mastery of the language of English. My fangs instinct is to just show you how I get dank with the stink in the spot. I'm linking the logs, if they're linking or not, who knows. I'd get rid of my foes from my studio with the just wink, then they're off. It's like that little murder game you might have heard the kids play, but I could do it in this way, just bam. I did away with a man like that, you're gone. It's a wink murder, and think no further. When they're dropping down on the ground, the crowd's gonna raise a murmur, then it turns into a furor, so loud a clamor. People try to run away, search for answers, but they can't find it unless they talk to the guy that died with a necromancer. But nobody's skilled in necromancy, at least not in the place where my damn speech is lacing the beat with my feet. Poetically, it's a stampede. Put me on blast, but don't try that in my chat, cause I'm too sly with the raps. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi, or I might kill like I'm ninja skills in Shinobi. I do this all nobly, but not Manu Ginobili. It's just impromptu. Flow beast is so obese, the beach gets blown away. It's a tsunami. You probably run to your mommy with tears dropping. Here on the beat I might rhyme to the pitter patter of the splash of MC's tears. That's why I'm an MC, clearly ahead of the rest of the pack. A legend of the yak building, cause I'm vast with my maxilla like Godzilla. Flames launching from my brain so often, it's chaos I sow. For those that may wanna know, I'm not a frozen man, but I'm old and could have been considered a caveman. Yell my name and wait wave a damn club in your face and welcome to the club. I'm scraping your face off of the concrete after I'm slaying the beat. You could be in a sleep state for eternity. It's great to me. It's my turn to turn up the pain on MCs that are about as fly as a cape on. But me, I'm in the breeze with a cape on me. They want me? No, they ought not be, cause I be like the Stasi when I'm on them. Don't prompt me to start with my bomb in a flow like cops on the belief that I be knocking beyond belief. And you'll be missing your smile, at least the teeth that were in it before, cause now they're on the floor and you're inside of a figure 4 leg lock. When my brain gets hot, it's on a rampage, there's nowhere it'll stop. I stay at the top, I'm aloft and other ones' craniums are not. We oughta impeach Trump cause he's dumb, not even sure if he's got one of those cerebrums like me, cause I got 2. That's like my recipe and he's a crumb next to me. I challenge him to a duel, then I'll go to the town and make him look like a clown or a fool. But I don't even have to do all that, cause he can make his own self look like a stooge. In fact, just send out another tweet, Donald, cause your whole presidency needs to be remodeled. You should be at my feet and grovel. You're just weak and you're awful. Now go ahead and send a tweet out about me, and please don't retract and waffle or redact what you spat at me, and I will come back with some mean raps and give you a dunce cap, and you'll probably say it's treason and it's unlawful, but I don't really care for that. I'm gonna serve you something foreign like a falafel or some tacos and some nachos, and if you don't want those, I'ma burn your steak and throw it on your nose with a big pie to boot, cause I don't really like what you do. I'm not even sure if you're quite a human. You're disparaging the humanitarians. And even if you're on the side of the road, I wouldn't advise a good Samaritan to aid you. I mean, that's a little bit ad hominem, but I can't really say too much. I'm not that fond of him. It should be obvious if you're watching the way I'm talking from the audience. Let me come back though. Already gave a dunce cap to that bloke, and I wouldn't really be sad if he croaked. I mean, I don't celebrate death to anyone, but I'm not a friend of Donald Trump. Wouldn't be crying too many tears over here. That's not a person I revere, but I won't persevere on that. It's a little bit too severe in a rap. Sound like I'm speaking around the mic, and everything is found in a fight in fashion. I've gone quite mad, and there's a party raid while I'm armed in my brain. Gonna incarcerate him with every bar that I'm saying. Some parts serrated, other ones just the well-honed edge of the blade, which may shift, cut open and lacerate, leave a big gash or a slit of a supersize. It'll be your demise if you try to be so sly to approach me, and my beast mode side is showing. You'll be on the sideshow like your name is Bob, but maybe you could bob for some apples. Down in the Mariana Trench, you'll be baffled, cause it's like a big bath you'll be taking and you can't get back to the top. If you're ascertaining or not, I don't care, but you won't find an apple all the way down there unless you got a Baptist scaff to travel. I find it laughable, my mind is this agile, and even when they hurl a pineapple, I could eat that or cleave it in half with my teeth fast, and see how I'm gonna be like a freestyler on a prowl, where my words panther-like and make them seize. Pants just light up cause I'm shooting mortars at them, or it's their turn to rapping. They start lying and my bars frying them too. Sorry if I offend you and you're down with my enemies. You won't be pleased, but I'm not gonna appease you. I can't cease to recruit my own thoughts and put it in the pot with the beef stew. I'm too astute to stoop to a level this low. Let me not try to invade Cuba, you know, like the USA. I could write a essay on all the things they did yesterday with the CIA. And maybe they even made a big mistake trying to raise the stakes with biological weapons, putting some stuff inside of the ticks. I'm guessing it's a big old mess, and who knows what you could really believe and what kind of villainy is up their sleeves. But it's just not really a nice idea. Sometimes what we have done in the name of freedom, it seems like we're free to be dumb, and then we rerun and do the same thing. The summary is like, I don't want to see this so much. I don't wanna sound conceited, like I know what's right and wrong, but it seems like sometimes the minds are gone, and I'm just trying to find a ground that's calm, and with the rest of the people that are alive and wandering on the world being cerebral and using their brains to think. I want all of the hot flames to link and get together and not be the victims of some kind of mass extinction due to the people that are in power and don't belong in there. It could be a final hour and nuclear showers could be coming from the sky with a winter that'll be a demise. Who really knows what villainy grows in the hearts of the mayhem dwelling people in their heads, where the brain is like a felon trying to rob us of all that we got. But I don't wanna sop up their products. I'm not down with the immensity. I'm not the one that bought the lines that they sell, cause I'm gonna be beside myself if I was trying to pay a price that's high as hell. I'd rather get high by myself, and I mean just be dope with some flows. You can't tase me, bro. It's okay, we know if it's shocking, because I'm spitting my thoughts and I'm living by a different doctrine than the rest got. I should be earning awards like a medal atop my head, or I guess I'm not gonna get it. Not even epaulets with a thread tossed on my shoulder to dangle. Whether I feel like I'm going to war, 4-star spangled banner, or like for humanity. That's whether I wanna ramble with my speech in honor of either. But I wanna be beyond the ether, and most importantly, be an honest speaker. Exporting my poetry, I cook in my beakers down in my lab with a sound that is mad. We've gone nuts, but not on the level of a Donald Trump or some kind of barbaric beast that is there trying to blare and teach people how to be a nefarious leech and live off the other people. But that's not gonna make you on a level of anything except this venal. I can't really accept it as something to laud in a cathedral, when it's like you're abusive to anyone and get to the top by being deceitful. Your seat'll be known to get wrecked by the next poem that is said when I open a thread of contents and see if it's a Pandora's box and the president's heading towards my door to knock, and probably shed some light or some bloodshed might ensue when I get too mad on the mic and spew some type of truth. Too much to the power though, then they wanna knock down the do, like you thought that my sound was a little too on the side of entering in your milieu, tossing you aside, maybe hoping that you could be ostracized and talked to by like a new plot in Alaska where you could be off. It's a good job to set up your shop in. There's an aftershock whenever I'm walking, cause my feet are large, poetry at large, and the trees get charred. You could see that I'm sharp like a blade in a Cuisinart that get queasy in the innards, and then it's time to release another menace to society. It's a progenitor with no gentleness. It's too rough around the edges, but I'm ready to uplift from the precipice and fly up in the sky, improvising, lit with the fire in my chariot like Apollo. Probably might follow me, cause it's high quality. You can wait it for a while, or wait in till my brain, cause it's labile. Can make a splash in that and add to the next chapter of the rap. Especially if you're a friend of the yak and you spit nice bars like the gift of Gab in the past. I might wanna not pass on that, cause she's made a lot of good songs. I have a fondness and it puts a glow in my heart when I rock this in my ears. I say that's a top tier MC. I fear nothing that you put in my way. I face down my own mortality, and even if I'm face down at the end and I've lost my mentality and I feel all exhausted, I gave it all that I could when I walked swift on this. Just be honest, most if I can, try to make the proud mom sit over there with the TV screen in front of her face and say what he does with the tongue is great. It's okay, even if you don't believe the same things that I do. I'ma rap like the tale of a kinkajou, or be a king to you. Just maybe murder some more with a wink that I threw at 'em. A kitchen sink that I threw's cracking. A few of them they blew suffering in my way, and then I blew it back, cause to me it wasn't one who was amused with the hustling from something that's too cumbersome, and I didn't deserve to have throw 'em away. I prefer to rap most of my days, and I see a dude just tryna have a peek at you. It's like I could take a peek or two, or chill on a peak with you. I'm up on a mountain, but now when I'm spouting, it's volcanic and the heat I threw off means it blew. I'm a true god, sicker than a plague. It's like a boo-bomb, Nick, let me nick you with that. It's an unpredictable rap, that's the ritual of it. Yeah, you can't have a manual in your grasp that'll explain the next lane. Then my fresh flames gonna be seen. If you're keen to check though, I might let you get more to exclaim when my brainstorm is claiming more, not signing disclaimers for what I do when I wage a war. It's okay if I'm insane and I wave a sword. Too many eyeballs are stolen, but why? I don't know if I'm gonna extol them. It's an eye for an eye war, and then everyone that you see is blind, or you're not even seeing, cause they're probably in a mausoleum, cause they've been stabbed after they lost their eyes, and they're not being mindful, or they're not even getting an eyeful of what's around them. Probably they get shot in the head with a rifle. The sniper will be on a hill, maybe just chill like 3 feet away. Who's even to say? Because you can't see anyway where all the eyes go. I don't know, I'm just trying to provide a nice show for all of my folks. I teach them something like a maestro. We could talk too much, my jaws open up, you know, sharp like a scalpel cut, or you might want to cut to what I do, a uppercut to the tooth, knock a few out. It's a mad kind of genre that I spew now that could cause so much trauma. To snap them like a crusty shell of a taco, a snap off just like a rap guy. I can't see ya, John Cena. Let me see what I could do with a sea of thoughts, like a season of an opportunity, cause I wanna tee up enough things to make the people just feel a bit bedazzled and dizzy, cause they're spinning like some Disney stuff. A ride, it's the teacups. My wizardry's a tough nut to crack when I come with raps. It's just adapting till I be amassing a couple of fans, and maybe there could be more than that in front of me, cause suddenly I'll be in fashion, cause I'm too fastidious, and only a fraction of my raps is like rhapsodizing or the subsidizing, subscribing to some of the stuff that's flying from me, like I'm supplying information in a funky assimilation of sounds, and the smoke inhalation could down them. They end up either going out like that or in a lake that they're drowning, cause the floodgates bring all the rains from the mountains when I uplift them. I'm tough when my tongue's drifting, unscripted, I come with it, it's just vicious. Some dishes delicious, other ones are made by poorly cooked up fishes. Some fugu gone off in a bad way. Do not clock in at the kitchen and try to be saying the stuff that I give you as a gift is finger licking. Cause sometimes if I'm trying to dish out some rhymes of poison to fit in your mouth, then you'll need to be disemboweled, or you'll be in the grave and they might dig you out. Because sometimes when you eat that, it makes your heart beat go from fast to real slow, and the doctors won't even know if you're still alive. That's how folks get zombified in the fields close to Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Of course this is crazy, and yet it's still true, cause I'm ready to spill a slew of sounds in my milieu now. Not running the milieu, I'm more in the clouds and sound like the Millennium Falcon, blasting away in the hyperspace. This is what I do every one of my days, trying to get rid of a malaise. And you say if I'm lazy, I say you're crazy. You should be craving the phrase spree that I'm on. I'm a maven, the meanness, or maybe kindness. My attitude, I should try and clean this and try it, and then I fly it in the sky as if I'm a Goliath-sized pilot. I should have been more pious, and cleanly is next to godly. That's what they say, but I'm an MC that'll not believe that. It's apostasy of a yak, and you can see it on the track, cause I don't believe in the myths of the past. Let me put on my gloves. No, these aren't the ones that little kids that love. These are ones like rockets that are launched at the exact spot in which your jaw is. and there's no jocular exchange. It's more like one shot will rock your brain and knock it from your frame. You'll not kick a bucket and enjoy it. Just get another little blow from your stomach full of poisonous darts of my remarks, tougher than some rebar. My structure seems to be star-like, it's gaseous, but fusion is amusing. For me, I just need some more atoms for my nutrients, and I'll live long with my 6 songs. Bigger than a diplodocus, which could plot or pick a path, or like the tail of a glyptodon, which dawns of information from the dawn to the dusk of days and back to the other dawn. And you can't put a hush on. And InsomniaC, I'm like a shaman on tracks and making contact with alien civilizations from the past or the ancients. Oh wait, just let me relax. I'm too skeptic. My music is with a newness and a freshness, or maybe it's like a nuisance and a pest, a gnat that might be inspecting your anatomy while you're trying to rest on your mattress seat. Let me get back to the scene of what my chat had put at me. I saw lots of words, I chop them up with a saw. It got confirmed when you walk into my garage and you see a barrage of music going chopping through this wood from a piece of ash tree. Or it's gonna be real nasty, cause forget the chopping, actually I'm just gonna burn it when it enters my faculty space. I cremate stuff, who is stapling the bread? I don't wanna debate ya, but maybe I'm just gonna need my stapler back. Or I may burn that factory or your office space. You heard that? I should've probably turned back. I don't wanna be guilty of arson when I'm spilling my bars in. But still I'm filthy when my filaments are alarming. Lee light leaps on the mic I could take faithfully, or hop in a vacation even. There's weapons inside the office, but I never have to draw this. Just draw a conclusion, then I saw you losing. Due to a doozy of a step of my convolutions. You should invest in lawyers if you want to go against a destroyer like me, but it's not likely that you could win in the court of public opinion, cause I'm the yin and the yang with my fangs, and got a sound that is similar to Wu-Tang's, and I'm in space like I sip on Tang, and I hang with the orangutans and the big apes, but I don't ape when I spit phrases. My display's one of a kind, I did it this way in the past. Piracy doesn't work in my chat, you know, my rap is dope. I see so many piglets, there's 3 of them. One built its house with bricks, but I didn't give a bit of a damn about that. Your damn house I could crack with one sound released from my yap. I don't feel I have to shout, I could just whisper this word, and your bricks were made quick work of. You thought you had a fixture there, but let me rearrange the picture. You better pick your chair wisely, or I'll tear through your hide with ease. You need to hide the keys to your house and your deed now, cause I steal it with my gaze when I steal with this. It's like blue steel a bit, outlandish Zoolander. Moves of a panther though, you could get burned and I do it. You googly, you can decompose your body, won't be beautified, there's no beauty in that, but you're like sleeping, at least. So you got something in common with Sleeping Beauty. Capiche, I'm trying to give a piece, a little bit of solace for them, but you're all on the floor and you're torn like you're war torn in the wrong region. I see a song and I'm leaning on me, or I'm leaning on the people that are saying Bill Withers, cause I spill quicker with my ad-libs. I have liberty, or let me tee a little story about the USS Liberty. Or definitely, I should just let you give it a read if you have interest in what had happened in the seas somewhere near Italy, in the Mediterranean back in the days. Let me not go into the sick and maze and see what had happened when the ship was left blazing. That's okay, I'ma evade the station, don't have to have the subject with the interrogation. I open up my gates and my brain go a different direction like a tornado. You don't know which way I'm gonna roam. If Rome's made in a day though, probably it's because I came close with my brain open, and I wanna compose stuff until the roads are constructed nice. But I might be a destructive type of force. I built it the night before, then the next time there will be some lightning toward it, or even twice if it needs it to be a wreckage of a fortress. I decompose it now, it gets thrown to the ground. Let me hold the throne in the town or Mount Olympus like the god Zeus. I could shock you. It gets a little cold, but that's some rigmarole. Let me try and evacuate, but keep my soul in the body now. Out of body experience with an awesome sound, delirious lyrics that are somewhat here like pyramids, old school in Giza. Is that a geezer that you see? It's either that or it might be me, an eternal beast who rhymes nightly, as nice as can be. They need to knight me and put a shoulder with a sword on it. I got some sort of a sonnet that's so sick it's unorthodox, like a warlock's incantation. Every damn day I'll be sending MCs to a damn grave or into a land you say is damnation. Translation, they stand adjacent to a Satan, but they don't have to worship. They could try to scratch the surface of the raps that I spurt with a massive purpose. They could be observed with fish sleeping by the porpoises, even sea turtles and manatees and other things that go in the water. They're in Davy Jones' locker, fodder for the sharks that are down at the bottom. You bark up the wrong tree, but I don't care for your talking. I nonchalantly just stomp on them till they're gone and beyond the G-R-A-V-E. Let me try and make a R-A-V-E review and spell a couple words for you, or maybe walk on the A-V-E-N-U-E and find something N-E-W for me. Whatever I want to do is a symphony. It sounds a euphony that is beauty in the town. I'm on my route to the museum right now with supercalifragilisticexpialidocious flows which are so sick. This czar is gonna get bars that'll light you up like a big star in the sky. Call you a red giant now, but I'm extra size in the sound of the clouds, like an accretion discs around me, as if it's an event horizon found adjacent to where I'm laying. You see the singularity, I'm braving the spots, the final frontier. I'm gonna take the steps and traipse off with all the accolades that I want and wreak havoc often. You could have it out with me, but I have my doubts from C's. I douse them with a little bit of seasoning. It's like gasoline or trinitro-toluene. Some TNT that I'm gonna put between your teeth and gums and light you up. It seems fun, just like when these drums be in front of me. I'm not down with them C's effrontery. Let me ride on the magic carpet. Massive bar spit. This could be like gifts you're getting, cash at a bar mitzvah, but you're gonna chill like marmots up on a Mount Rainier now here, cause I'm hanging around the chandelier. Or let me try and be revered more, something on the TV like Gary Shandling. That's weird, but I steer you, never arrive with fresh rhymes when your end is nigh. I guess it's my culpability. They told the villainy to cease, but I'm not really willing to roll with these ideas so much. So let me deco with my feet on these songs. I seem strong, and I am though, so just be my friend and don't act like a bozo, cause if you do, then I'll make your nose so in the ground, and then I'll reap that later. Seem to relay a fact that's major. You can't put an impact crater where I'm at, cause I slay it, knock it back the way that it came. Go back to your cave, son, you could cave in. I fly with a cape and it's kind of cagey. The way that I speak, there's no time to try and slay beats, but it happens naturally on a daily basis. I could be assisted in my baseness or try to count in a different base than 10. I can speak binary and relay it from a library of phrases. Never run a hiatus, I'm as high as can be, high with the aces. It's in my hand, pocket rockets, man. You don't want it, your chances are nil or next to this, cause I'm ready to fill my pockets. Then I'm moving on an exodus. What is this, Moses? I part the sea with the reddish tint. Yeah, it could be that. I don't pussyfoot with my rap, I just put a foot in your ass. And you can put a foot in your yap by the stuff that you try to cook and put in your rap. It's too bad for you. You try to get through InsomniaC's aura. I'm like, that's adorable, but the doors will be taken off the hinges and the floor be full of your grin. If you don't want to see my face looking like a Grinch's while I steal, I'm making an escape for real, and you'll be reeling, or you'll be feeling like it's time to try to recover from keeling over, cause you're mediocre. The meeting, you know you're not invited to that. I'm inside with my raps and I'm seeking closure. While I see you don't have the properly picked clovers, those don't have the leaf number. You know your luck's out when you try to run me down into the ground. You must be a dumb lout. Why would you even have your tongue out? You must think that you're Jordan or what? coming to the court, but you suck more like your bars are LeVar. And you think that you're gonna have a ball, but I link it all together and your strength will fall. Your measure is way off, your brain's soft, you may not be able to talk. I stay godly, illicit when my talk sees some toxicity. Reports need to be done on me. What kind of an idea that distorts reality comes from my cerebrum? It seems more than a Schedule 1. Freshness from my tongue, I'll come and get you some, but then you'll be left defunct and probably gonna flunk for the rest of your life in a dungeon and not be able to escape that while I traipse past you. And I may laugh cause I can, and I've a cannon inside my mind whenever I'm rambling. I can turn them into shambles or like a shanty town, something I can beat down. Everyone in your family found getting a hand-me-down, beat downs from me and my freestyles. You could give them to your little bro later. There's no way you're gonna survive. It's like you're thinner than an average wafer, and I'm a fast navigator, run laps around a trader and trade blows with their brain, make it hurt. Just one haymaker will lay him inert, and probably you don't have an alert. You better draw off your curtains before I draw blood, draw guns, draw stuff so much when I chop up that you will not be able to mop up, especially when it comes from your noggin that's off the neck it used to reside on. Your extra refuse that I supply, then I'm gone cause I'm done with that. I just rap like a python, having fun, and I thrash things that are in my way, burn it like a thatch roof. It's going over you if I'm in a bad mood. I'm so aloof, but you're so like a loofah, a true scrub. You should call for a truce, but you're too stupid to do what it takes to have a cool debate with a dude like me. So maybe you get deflated or just faded. It could be either one of those. I need to punk them with some of my flows and enter in an abode. Whether it's humble, they get served with the pie that's humble. I'ma throw it in the eyes and probably some of the crust will crumble cause it's friable. I'm on the double with the mind, just doing Einstein words, working around purchasing something for my mouth. The E equals a MC squared. There's energy to which other ones would not be able to compare favorably. Excuse me, I hadn't bothered to look at my community for a while, but I'm conflating my style. Too many rivers in my brain lay bile, turn it to a Rhea. I've never heard a more absurd idea. Cause am I a delta or what? More like some sort of legend similar to Zelda, with the verse that I'm assembling enough to fell a skeleton in your closet. Your ears are like tin and I don't lot it more. Don't bother with trying to put a deposit in it. It's just preposterous. Perhaps they could understand the awesome risks that are taking my stanza, but it'll only be posthumously. At least that's what my postulates be. And hypothesis city that I'm in, trying to make a ditty that is sharper than a blade of obsidian that might be within my grasp, but I'm within my rights to rip up the mic and be at a height which you say is similar to a Dikembe. As an MC, a mountain, a Matumbo, a ton of flow, bigger than the ears of Dumbo. The elephant is in the room now. I wave my finger and then you know what you must know. Don't bring your dumb shots over here, bro, cause I must throw them into the audience and laugh and wag my finger at you. Don't try and linger in the lane where I'm at. I'm stronger than Shaq when I'm playing the game. It is a fact, or I'm taller than Yao Ming and Manute Bol combined. My skills gonna blow your mind. I'm swatting every shot you take. Don't even bother to take the court. You may not report to the scorer's table. They'll sell you a ticket so you can watch what I do for a minute from the seats that you ought to be in. You don't belong on the court where I'll make a streak with my feet. Seems it's only time to meet your defeat when you see my feet leave a streak on the concrete or a nice parquet floor. Play in the days of yore where the Celtics are at, but I'm more celebrated than that. Chilling on the hustle, bigger than Bill Russell, throwing passes like Bob Cousy. You get gassed and you try to view me, but I'm moving too fleet with my feet. And Larry Bird, absurd, legend in the spot, and even Kevin McHale. I spit raps which are not frail. It's more like you're not hot on my trail. I could even launch a shot like Danny Ainge and then complain to the ref, but I'm gonna be crazy impressive when I'm making a mess in an aggressive fashion. And then I'm chief like I'm Robert Parrish. Who wants to compare to this? I'm all of that and a bag of chips I can share with Twitch. Have that, the new sheriff is in town. On the basketball court I get down, or maybe I'm in the post like the postman, Karl Malone, and I got the most fans in Utah. Whatever you talk about, I got with a sound, the hottest for the audience. Get them hopping out of the seats that they bought. Even if they drop $1,000 on the courtside seats, they be impressed by the live MC they see arriving. No one is rivaling, my tongue's unbridled. Ought to be finding a bride, but sometimes I'm a little too snide to remark in a remarkable way. Then like the rubble of break, I burn bridges and more, and might bubble a lake of spots where fire and brimstone will probably have a lot of sway. But I don't care if they could try and sway me to be in the same place. I'm as insane as can be. Anyway, I can bust the myths and debunk them a bit. I keep hustling, but I'm kinda remiss, cause I've been missing out on the stuff that is sitting in front of me now. Courtesy of my friends on Twitch, I apologize. Maybe I should open up all of my eyes and come back and try to mollify the pain that you feel, cause I wasn't paying attention when my brain for real. But sorry, I had a lot of gears spinning around with the cogs connecting in this odd engine. Parallel processes that I'm assembling. Let's go to Foot Locker, it could get awkward if I don't feel like I should have bought the foot gear. Cause look here, I'm not trying to be a crook, I know it's weird, but I got so much game, you should just throw some my way. I hit home runs at the plate, I dunk on folks' faces, plus I'm loquacious around a microphone, and whether or not they donate the most payments, I go on, regardless of that, compose songs, just a bar that could thrash anything seen around. Make 'em eat a piece of the ground. But back to the stuff that should be found around my feet now. I forgot to mention, if I got cleats then I'm out. I'm like Mbappe, crossed with Neymar and Messi and Ronaldo. If you want me to play, I'm all in the foes. They don't follow cause I'm too fast. They just fall over and chew the grass. And then I shoot past the goalie, crazy. You'll need to console MC, because ultimately at the end of the game I'll be a legend and I'll claim the Ballon d'Or. With my flow you don't know so much more than I do. I won't even resemble you, unlike you're the best in view. And then I might try to assemble my skills on the mic to resemble that. I'm entrenched in my rap, who is chasing me? Maybe somebody in the Navy like a SEAL, but I got a fate and I'm able to seal much of those. If they wanna be a foe of me, then I show them a little spot in the ocean. Even they could grapple around with a bunch of seaweed and kelp and be screaming for help, but they're beneath it, so it's not gonna reach the people well. It might sound like a muffled little odd sound similar to a speaking spell, and only the whales will be able to aid you if you're stuck down there with the wrap around your legs, cause that would really suck. Drowning or be bad. I'm just making sounds with these raps like I'm real mad. I could feel the chat or not feel that. Let me try to feel the question or be back and have my back against the wall and get back to enthrall people that enjoy basketball. I'ma see who could be the dude who threw the passes like a GOAT Tom Brady. Maybe I could have had a few classes with him back in the days if I went to Sarah, but I didn't, it was a different era. Plus I was a couple of towns away, around where the Palo Altans stay, shooting salvos out of my brain, tally-ho with my claims for the throne. I'm trying to take that, that's kinda giant that they came back, and then they gave a massive sub gift out. Who is this in the crowd? It's a white Walkman. It's quite often that I rate him, cause the guy's awesome, he's entertaining, plus he's like a really humble dude, and I just love what you do. And this much is true, your folks ought to follow the guy, cause he's qualified to make incredible music. It's unbelievable. And then if you like the Beatles, then it's even better than that. The level that he's at's not achievable, especially in the scope of kindness. It might blow your mind a bit. That's why I like to go to a show and not quit with my own. That's some guidance I'm giving to the other people that roam inside this chat of mine. I'm a fraternize with my friends, but not pick up a pen, cause I'm uplifting and bending the will in my own head, still trying to exhale, orate and get what over the flesh of the hill that's in front of me that you built. I make a molehill melt or make a mountain drop off the map. I do not need an autograph from somebody that's famous. It's more like if I find an enemy, then their brain is gonna get bashed till they're flattened and they got their back on the canvas, cause an assassin comes back. But it's not a comeback actually. I'm not a dark horse, cause my faculties and art forms are past the peak performance level. I can mince devils, I'm just a big rebel, living with the revelry in effect. No referee could check me, at least not yet. Let me see where the UFO guy is at. Oh, it's right there, inside my chat, while I rhyme with the flair. I hope you like that. Or almost at the level of a climax, and I'm at the maximum, but still relaxing with my skill, with my syllables, making the splash or making them laugh more. I hope you came with a passport, cause I'm ready to travel through doors and wormholes with words, of course, with more soul than the average guy. It's perhaps a god. What's happening is just hazardous, toxic solutions that are causing the convolutions of my thoughts I'm producing with my jaws spewing. Thanks for your contribution with the Angela Lansbury. It's like the man's carrying the show. It's sweet, not a barbarian that does blows more like it's Easter time. Cheap designs on the Cadburys I grope for a couple of those at a grocery store or a convenience one. You know, of course, I get down looking for them on the cheap on the day after Easter. I'm a crazy streamer, that's for real, but I may be a teacher. Is it time for the handbrake? I don't know, I can't say. Somebody might throw me a hand grenade, but I'll catch it in my damn face, and then I'll spit it out the window. And I'll be safe, cause when it blows it'll be halfway around the world, or be out in the orbit, cause I throw so much oxygen out that it won't be in my house or similar to the town where I'm at. It'll be out beyond the Oort cloud. You won't see any more of it now. It's kinda humbling and puzzling, befuddling. I come to be the king, or ride on a monorail. I'm on your trail, hot on it, seeing the spore. Let me just try and sport another view. I'm about as sporty as Ron. Have some more in my songs. I'm never like a moron, fresh with my pressure on my back and my lexicon. I spawn more, or I drop on the floor like too much fire around. But it's not really my problem, it's inside my mouth, I deal with it. Let's go on a school field trip if you wanna be a kid. Who are you kidding? You can learn a lot when the teacher's gifts are shown. They're always sick in the poems. I wanna be on a throne or pull them apart like a wishbone. Then my wish is granted, cause I get the big stick in my hand. This is the thing that you could be a fan of, or a fanatic, a ramble with the most stanzas inside of the attic. You know, I'm an addict that can't compose himself, but I go till I blow to hell. But it's alright, I don't really mind at all, cause my mind's enthralled. Whether it's like mine or it's y'all's, it doesn't really matter to me, cause I'm like balls to the wall, and bear in mind that my paradigm might make them ball. Or if they're inside of a brawl, they're likely to find them all in their brain. It's too much pain for them to tangle with. I might mangle all the languages that I know. Sizzle with a flow, did a bit of hocus pocus, and kiss my foes goodbye while they kiss the canvas when my toes apply pressure on their brain. Then they're never the same, they probably can't get back, plus they're in pain. In the corner man threw the towel in, cause I was about to move around them. The corner, they told me to go to the neutral one, but I'm clowning, I'm coming back out and about to shout at them with my talons out. Show you my talons to come down like a halberd on your crown, and there's no counter, cause you're on the ground like a lout who tripped over his own toes. But I kicked it with my dope flows, this is how it goes. You better hope a doctor is in the house when I open up my mouth, but I'm operating at a higher rate than doctors are. Dropping bars, it's not that hard, I make it look easy, but it's actually kinda tough, believe me. Nobody is a Houdini, master of the flow, disappear in thin air. Don't find any peer up in here. I don't believe it, you could see what I've done interferes with the cerebrums of others, but I mesmerize. You just have to take my word for that. The way I spurt a rap is from the past, but still the wrath is present. That's a present, I'm present in the present moment. It's precious. Don't it sink in? There's a treasure trove of thinking going on in my head, whether you know if I'm blinking or on the fritz of being with the most awesomeness you ever saw on Twitch. It's blowing up like a shot from a sawed-off. Is the shotguns not so preposterous? My blow's even bigger than that. Tactical nukes configured into raps. Plutonium bombs is so strong. Oppenheimer thought designer. It's awkward, I'm not a minor, cause I'm so down low. It's my outpost where the canaries keel over. I feel like their breathing's getting slower. The oxygen supply, mediocre at best. But then I make an investment with my chest and I extend my next breath. You better try to fend for yourself. Head to the exit, flexing that section. Cause if you're not, it's gonna be more than upsetting to your family members when the addicts collapse. Cause there's no more air in the passages. Don't try and make a pass at this. This is way better than the averages. You can't counter-strike the sound on the mic. It's too amazing. A sound bite is blazing. But if you try to bite the sound that I'm making, according to my calculations, the next day you won't awaken. You'll be found with your face in the grave, adjacent to Satan. I'm chasing the top. You might want to chasing just a little bit and try not to be so lascivious. It's just dumb. You need to divvy up the information equal, but my cerebrum's claiming all of that. I'm gaining knowledge fast. It's entertaining. All just be gassed. But no, not so much, cause there's plenty to go in a show. In fact, I don't wanna be like a fascist. I just wanna be the fastest. That's it. I'm fastidious, you don't have to ask if I'm oblivious, cause I don't have ignorance in mind when I'm ad-libbing my mind. It's shown on the sleeve where my heart is at, the old school poetry artifact. What's on though? I'm strong with a flow. Coach K wants me to go and play form, that's what I think they might say, cause I hop any place where I'm at like I'm Zion Williamson with skills and spot blowing up like filaments when I talk, or Godzilla on the block more. Let me just dunk and knock your teeth loose. I'll be the top blue chip recruit. I'll see you in the All-American team too, with the McDonald's folks. But when I don my flows, that's too much. I'm Geronimo, and I might even skip college and go direct to the MBA. Plenty to say, I can handle my business and get an MBA, and then you be abating, not trying to take the bait and be baying in my brain where the dogs are, seeing on the show 'em the moon or show 'em a tomb. That's their only room. They could be my spittoon. My tunes are making them not go too far, more like it's already gone past the average. I've gone mad like a savage, and so savvy with that I have the vision, even when I ad-libbing. What the hell is that though? I need to ask folks. I don't wanna see a fiasco with an air ball. I don't even care at all. Lonzo is a decent guy, but his dad, yo, that has to go. He's got so many crap quotes. Why did he even give that bloke a microphone and put it in front of him? He's some type of dope or some type of stooge. I don't know, I shouldn't try to demean him, but he's always in your ears trying to scream some stuff. They shouldn't feed the beast because it's only gonna let him go on. And it's not that dope when he's taunting and saying like his son is even better than a GOAT like LeBron or Jordan. Come on, dude, and then you got shoes that you're trying to sell, no one can afford them. And plus it came out that the way that you made them, you were way out your league, and you're playing with the big people, but your brand isn't equal. It's just feeble, and some people's feet will suffer, even like the knees of your son that's a hustler on the court trying to do his work is probably suffering from your little circus you're putting on. Let me go back off of my tangent though. I need to come back to the land of flow. Come back from your little nap, and the yak's still blowing wind that'll kill folks and billow in the sky. Bill Gates supply cash only like if the mind I've amassed all the information, and the intellect is the cash, and the cash I'm saying is stationed there. No area to vacate, it's just in the Bay Area. I relate in the conversation, get the last leg of the relay. I'm an anchor man, don't get angry man. My language can go through your Shangri-La and just chop you up, or maybe just make the scene covered with blood that'll not be mopped up, but nonchalantly taunt 'em and cut 'em open like a tauntaun on hearth. But what they offer us? Probably a truce. Probably say vamoose or toodaloo. Get out of my room, you won't do. I sweep you off with a broom and won't pursue a second coming of a bludgeon. I've been impressing, like whatever it's nothing. Be coming to try and tell them about what's in the nutshell. InsomniaC just being himself, nutty as hell. I love it in my cell, behind all the bars, and the mind can see the stars. You take a quantum leap when you walk on a beat, and it seems like a pretty decent guy. Maybe you arrive in the same spot as these feet of mine. Let's take a leap into the sky. I don't see a reason why not. If you wanna be on the sidewalk, I'm like cool, but my job is to use my medulla oblongata to go off to Andromeda. In the clouds, that's how I'm drawing up the plays on the chalkboard. If you want more, first go back to the drawing board. I ought to ignore you. It's hot in California, mostly because I perform a bit of show here every evening, getting it a little extra heatin'. It's extraterrestrial, it's E.T. in a movie. You can see a nice scene, usually with the moon behind me, flying in the sky on a bike. You know that one, alright, it's iconic. You could keep your eye on it, but better to be watching all the words in my sonnet. And then the saliva launches. Who is rapping? With hands on the head? I could do that, but I'd rather have a stanza that's fresh. That's more important to you, is it not? Twitch chat? I could ask a question back. Ask a question, then I answer with a question. Or what's better than that? Just invest in InsomniaC. You put your intention in that, then in my pocket I could grab a little bit of attention. I'm not trying to belittle you or raise the level of the tension. I got like 10 shins, Muay Thai level training, incredible in my brain and attaining a medal. I'm saying it's a gold shade and I'm on the pedestal waiting to it, getting draped around my shoulders. Put it over on my chest. No one of my rhymes gonna end up depressed. Feeling crestfallen? No, cause I'm forever exalted. Are you following? I don't even have to do it all for the emoluments. I'd rather polish up my brain with some knowledge inside of that. Get you a wallop with my raps or a slice with an axe. I'm back, ready for the fight. This is just a habitat. I'm in looking for a doctorate like Doogie Howser, but for the talking quick. I got this, and the audience might see I've been at it from a young age, and I'm just a sage. I could suffocate the lame, maybe I could crush their brain, but to me that's kinda mundane. Too simple a task. I'd rather prove that I'm nimble with raps. Consider the past and then move in a better fashion. So I could escape from the lands of the epitaphs in the graveyard. Homeless cats, I don't know much of that, but I suppose I could throw 'em fast in a couple of dope raps. Cause I dispose of the zealots. It's pro-toss. I'm not jealous of those fellas. It's more like my cerebellum is deranged and it's warlike. Cause my brain is the sort of type to be one of a kind. There's some recumbent bovines. Or what the hell are those vines that you're throwing at my rhymes? It's like a clothesline, but I'm well clothed with my lines, so I'm not overexposing myself, at least not most of the time. I hope I'm fine, hoping to refine these lines till I'm divine. What kind of cows are those with a reticulum? That's some odd positioning. Or maybe I should get to the other word first and put endoplasmic into the murder of the rhyme murmurs that I'm making. I don't don a moo-moo for my presentation to see where the cows are at saying moo to. Many times let me move to another level of rhyme till I get into divine houses. It's heavenly routes that I'm ready to espouse. If I got a spouse it would be surprising, cause I'm too busy in my life here freestyling, releasing the fire till the streets are full of police and fire engines with their sirens and Doppler effects, cause they're trying to get to the spot in the set where I caused it to be wrecked. So caustic with each breath, they saw it and they wanna trek away like it was a T-Rex, but I got longer arms and it's the long arm of the law with a lot of charm, and more than that, that's why they locked this, and they probably had bought the farm only to bet it on me, cause my flow is impressive anytime it's a new genre, speech an anomaly. be an abomination, some kind of abominable beast. And when the beat's in front of me, then it's more like a swarm of beasts, and that is going at your butt, glowing like a beacon. A combination hybrid with a firefly. It's hard to describe it, but I try in the middle of the rhymes that I pilot. So many W's, I could say hi when I spy this live on Twitch. I'm sicker than a flu though. What would you know about the subterfuge of the flow? I will not refuse folks' entrance. If they want to be my friends on Twitch, then I guess you could be part of the assembly, which is happening here. Grab a beer or whatever beverage is your preference. But if then you're testing this, it's my last will and testament that I can't kill you with a fresh bit of spit, which is heavier than a brick. And I guess you're remiss if you didn't see what you had to get hit with to leave you inside of a crypt or a sepulture. It's not that encrypted, it's kind of explicit. I'm expeditiously expediting the execution of those that thought they had a solution to my flows going off. But I propose you do not, cause I'm like RoboCop. You get drunk off the bourbon, probably. I'm over heads like a turban. I put them back on the back burner and laugh, cause I'm having a rebellion like Nat Turner. You can learn about that further in class if you come to it, but you're more like a dunce that deserves to have his dumb, stupid tongue muted. What do you do's? No do. I usually choose those, but now Dr. Pepper will do for a dude that's dope. Spewing flows through my throat in my studio is crazy. They won't fade me. I loquaciously make the beats feel as if they're ailing. To me they're trailing, cause I'm ahead of my time. I'm never failing with my lines. It's like Nikola Tesla designs in the sight. You're holding a sign at a height like Wile E. Coyote going off the cliffside. You better clip this rhyme, it's a sick kind. I admit I'm in my own league, and there's no one close to me in my poetry or going over speed, working overtime from this location even to overseas. Regardless of the season, it's open season on them seas, and I'm seizing them by the nape. I might deflate the size of the brain. It's not able to compare to my phrases and the narrative that I made. They're not native to the same places my brain waves exist. They stay in a spot feeling like that's an abyss, not just in a low level like lake, cause it's more like Mariana's Trench places. Dismal, you're at the bottom of that. No hymnals, psalms will save you. I could go on all day, but maybe I could lose a spot on my head. They should pay extra if they brought something from my brain and get it for a cheap price, cause it was like a bootleg of a bodega, and they're selling that in the streets or something by the side of a store. I don't know anymore how much they owe me, but it's great poetry. Everything that I throw on a beat, it's not prosaic, it's loquacious. There's no equation for this. No one equates to the way that I got express information so fast. I move like a nomad. It's hard to improve the bars I spew, can barbecue them. There's no graph, pie chart, or anything that'll get you a full grasp of my art. It's just amazing entertainment with no frustration. How much more is left? I need to forage in the recesses of my head, see if I could get the recipe for greatness. Blow up like C4. The place is gonna be dangerous to occupy. You could be a victim of the homicide when my speech and poetic feet keep flipping across the sky as if it could be the 4th of July. Some kind of holiday though, all day with the flow. Let me try and bait folks to take the bait, but if they get close, then I'm gonna rob them. Whether that's gold or their life, it's kind of analogous to a stagecoach. I don't stay with the coach cause I may make my own O's and X's, put them on the chalkboard. I compose an impressive array to show all the players that'll know I'm a player coach. The best arrangement for their hopes. It's hard for the enemies to try and play to cope. I don't play though, I roast all the stages when I approach with my phrases. Who wants to try and face this? Doing about face and face it. It's no way to change it, the fate is sealed. I'll get faded for real. It's like a parade that I reveal victory. I might evict them seas. It's time to get rid of them with my wizardry. They just seem slow. They're also seen by the window, acting like a nympho, doing, oh, I don't even want to say what they're doing, but it's not really coolin'. I don't think it's time for us to be choosing to view them, so I eschew them and maybe even threw a shoe at them, cause it wasn't really cool when they're by the window and then they got their pants down. I don't even wanna ask now. People gonna be in my chat founding, laughing out loud. There's a poor troller, but I know that I'm more sober than the average mind. Savage with my rhyme, you can't have this kind usually, but I'm kind even when I bruise the beats. And MCs need a booster seat if they choose to feed in the same table where I be, but they won't get their ideas in the walls of a museum, cause they don't compose an incredible buffet of the flows like I do. Sorry if the poop was stolen. I don't know what that dude was holding. I just knocked it out of the hand, but I didn't have to touch him, cause it was from my winds erupting. I'm just talking and knocking their flavor out of their face. Or maybe like, be careful what you put into the fan if you're not a fan of having it come back in your own damn face. Translation, when it hits the fan, then it hits your lips and the people gonna laugh and probably give you a big hand, but the claps are sarcastic and they're having a laugh. It's at your expense, my head is rather elastic. It's just so vast and imaginative, it's hard to fashion yourself after this. Get yourself some Alka-Seltzer and try to quell the rebellion in your stomach, but too much is gonna happen. I love to see all the butterflies that are flapping and the enthusiasm they have. It's like they're dancing to the raps of an insomniac, and I want to photograph them, cause I know I have an attraction to all of that. It's a butterfly effect on me. If I get upsetted, then I'm on beat, then you're liable to get upended and not be on your feet. You're pendulous, but your pens are dis. When you got a propensity to rely on them, I'm saying I'm like a python in my brain and rapping so strong, and it's still just entertaining. I must have gills is what they're saying, but it's not like that. I just spill another one and I'm bailing. Not the water out, but I'm bailing crazy, moving fast, knocking down another house just by the drafts that I create. Might have a debate every night, but I don't need that. I'm trying to deflate them C's out of whack when I cleave them up. A quick stab, the wizardry leaves them aghast, and maybe even taken aback. Their back will get blown out. There's no home now, their house is burned to rubble in the kerfuffle. It sure was a struggle for them, but for me it was just nonchalant. Done it on the double with the little loogie hawked and a chuckle, going usually like a couple of eagles in a flock. And just with my beak I'm mocking, open it over MCs when they're walking in the street, then their cranium's gonna receive a drop in from me. Ha ha ha, I'm mocking with a hearty laugh, and then they're gonna ask for an autograph when they saw me flap past them with the wind draft, uplifting me fast and so amazing. No time for negotiations. I'm gonna blow minds more than anyone you've seen before. That's my determination, but it's not predetermined. My path you can't prognosticate. InsomniaC's doctrine is changing constantly. I'm claiming the odd stint on the beat, and with all honesty I should throw the shackles away, since that's like some false modesty. I don't need a dawn, I be the dawn, and the dawn daughter talk a lot of crap, and it's like it's so odd what'll happen. No more gums will be flapping, more like can't chew gum and be rapping at the same time. But this brain of mine will be fine with those kind of tasks. It's just easy, I'm relaxing, and all of it seems too big, but I'm not an apologist if you're standing out like the Grand Tetons. I'm a man with my theme songs. I usually gone to see all kinds of beasts in the fields, looking strong as bison, or like bear that I should have been scared of, but they're kind of enticing, and I was like not scared to fight them. I'm like, go ahead, bring it on, bear. I'm not scared. I'll kick you on your derriere, or just stare at you with a glare and launch a flare of flavor in your face and make you get singed on your lame fur. Go back and run to your mother or your father, and probably I could clobber whatever kind of grizzly you brought with you, cause I'm a grizzled vet and a monster. Turn you into a stew and cook it hotter than the other beasts, you know. Mississippi's in the flow, how more stamina than the feet of those tarantulas. There's 8 of those. Maybe I changed the role on my flow. I don't wanna be like a spider, I'm just a freestyling MacGyver trying to wrestle with Gandhi. But I guess that's an oddity. I never think an audience will bother to watch me if I'm saying this guy's into the pacifism, but I'm passing the fist at him and just slapping his lips. And why would anybody be watching that predicament? It seems odd, so they probably just turn my stream on. That'd be a better thing to glom onto if you want true impromptu. Then I got you in the back of a Cadillac, running a few laps around the avenue so fast it's no news for the yak. My enthusiasm will not be sapped, even if the Nazis attack this. I'm gonna drop them in the seas and never see him get a call back to the audition to be sitting with another Reich. They're gonna be read to rights and be left dead on the night if they're ever attempting to fight me. I'm too feisty. It should suffice and surprise them when I come with a sneak attack. That's like a blitzkrieg from the past. I'm blitzing LT, coming to sack the quarterback on the corner, or Derek Thomas. Who knows where my vocabulary's gonna launch? Can't catch me on my haunches. I'm sobering up. I'm close to a Doberman pin. Sure, I get you in the picture or take you out of that crop you with my Photoshop stuff. Got you as a memory in a locket, but no one to be the type to bother to wanna remember what you did, cause there's no tender memories of pathetic MCs. Your pedestrian stuff is gonna get the next sick cut that a ninja does. You're gonna whimper out so slow, have a smile maybe on folks that watch even as they mope. Some kind of sly simper, knowing that this guy's just wittier. Have you a prisoner behind the bars? I freestyle, alarmingly fast, armed to the teeth with raps, charring all the people that are in the chat. They could say yep. Every day I stretch my brain to test. If I could get to the apex, I will be there. You can enjoy listening to me and an evening you share with the people at home in their chairs with their dairy air, who could use Pearl Harbor into my absurd artwork. We could have a battle at midway. This day, it's a demonic display coming from the sky like a kamikaze. When I drop on a beat, but I don't wanna be on the team of the axis, if you know what I mean. Cause I'm saying I can't hack it with them. I'd rather be with the allies, and the sound is wise. Or just trying to be with the good guys who could write history for the right team. That's nice inside my high beams. I catch with my intellect and stretch that out. It's time to get some Visine. I'm advising for your eyes, cause you're likely as high as me. Too dope with the new flow. Get you an extra coat and walk out in a game of spy versus spy. Have it in my brain, I enterprise and catch it inside of a palm tree. Always quality, nothing paltry. It's all tree with the leaves that are so green. Greenery, scenery, know what I mean? It could be by the sea. Maybe float around in a bireme or trireme and try to find me. With the oars in my hand, there's more for the land. Let me get back to the shore cause I can, or shore up my damn lips. See what I can handle with this. I'm not the man that sits in the back of the ambulance. Thanks for the follows, my folks. It's not like I'm frozen. I've chosen to go in, and I'm not slowing, cause my mind's open. We could go to Samoa, or maybe Ethiopia. I don't even know which spot I wanna roam in. Let's go to streets that are roaming. My mouth is foaming. That makes me laugh, especially cause it's dope, cause I say it in the raps. I see it on, almost leaking to my chin, but I remain strong and my brain's on. Look at all the things that they brought on, and I could traipse on them, cause I'm not afraid of dropping in the grave in the coffin. I stay cacophonous with ad-libbing that's lawless and flawless. It's flowing like leaky faucets. Open on the mic, the season is preposterous. The Hulk's in here, my flows are dope in your ear. And even when the coast is clear, I fear that it might not be, cause there's all types of people that like to stalk me. But I'm quite stocky, and none of that's gonna stop me. I'm more like cops on the beat, police that stop you and beat you up. Dirty stuff, but nah, not that nefarious with my jaw. I'm more fair with this, the way that I talk is poetic justice serving. I'm just a person, not someone that's a servant though. Subservient with my flow, I come to serve them submarines or some kind of sandwich. say it's like a hero, I'm heroic. You know there's no ickiness in the flows that I spit when I drift with this. It could be equated to a Icarus, but nah, cause my wings will not melt. They're never made of wax, they're made of amazing raps, and they're used to having flames attached. Breathing fire, cause I feel inspired. Every night it's gonna go skyward. I working, it looks like a geyser. My verse is spurting, old faithfully. Let's take it, seat around Yellowstone. I'm a yellow poem, had it a couple of times. Whether I'm bellicose or not, I get the belt for being the GOAT. A talk unorthodox and just trying to find time to swat all the shots when they hop in a lane and I've gone insane. What kind of rapper is that? I wanna change what is happening in my chat. I need to look back and see what I could cook for the chat. Here, have a seat in my kitchen. You could grab one of those or maybe put an apron on and you could aid the song. Put another phrase upon my plate if it's got a good flavor that's worthy of savoring, and I'm on to that. Similar to s'mores or like similar to spores you're gonna leave behind you, but I hope it's not as funky as these rhymes, cause then I might be a wee bit offended, and that'll be the time that you're gonna see a tremendous set of teeth that are relentless on the beat, coming through with the heat, but nothing pretend or pretentious. It could change the tension in the room though, alter the dimensions. When I spew flows, I could stretch it out, turn a legend into even better than that now. The veteran of raps on the ground, you better vow to bow, put your head to the ground, or I'm gonna have it decapitated and sent to the crowd that's in the clouds, people that are heavenly now. You could have your decapitated noggin showing up at the pearly gates, but they will not let you in. Sorry to deflate your ideas though, you're gonna be close to Satan, you know Hades zone. You will hate me for it though, it's not kinda euphoric when I report with vortical rhymes here. Typhoons in your ears, raising high noon severe. Time to be lifting the guns out after I sip a few beers. Getting crazy with my shots, drunken angel or maybe not. The angel's off of my shoulder, lost his balance, and the devil's taking over. With some debauchery, I'm enshrouded. He'll be covered with the clouds of the doubt, which I now predict are due to my raps being unpredictable. No flaps inside of the flaps, but if I got my wings, I could go faster. I think that's in the blink of an eye. You could be extinct, cause you kinda stink with your English, while I bring it even much better than the ingots. Platinum, gold, silver, all of this I hold. The most iller you'll ever behold. It's in the eyes of the believers that they'll see the beauty of these words. And I'll be tougher than leather when I come out of your speaker. It's more like a metal you can't melt in beakers or on any kind of a burner that you got in your chemistry lab. You're gonna need to remember these raps even if your memory's bad. I have no enemies, it's a fact, cause if I did then it'd already be stabbed by the machete that I grab cause it's close. Or if I have another weapon I could grab that, I suppose. But either way I'm the most at a post when I'm here at my post with the venomous lyrics inside your cranial hemispheres. And then the fear is in the men cause they're not really close to up here, and the pen's what they wanna veer towards, cause they won't get any rewards for being as good as this, the bard of the wars, who could ward them off with some of these enormous thoughts. Suddenly you go toward the beach like it's Normandy, but you're gonna find a defeat cause my fleet is elite. Your beacons will break due to each phrase. You'll get lost in a stew of fog. It's a days like Bermuda's triangle. My fangs will do newfangled techniques and mangle beats. Things like Wu-Tang will play and do a dance like a tango. Okay, they say it takes 2-4, but if I'm in true form I can do it by myself, cause my poetic feet are the type that are so fast they shred a beat and a couple of rugs. I'm known to cut up the stuff the way I'm moving with my tongue, hustling up to the top level, be in the zone with scores of raps that could pour on the track. Is that some sort of a splash, or is it an enormous sort of endorphin ready to come out towards them, out of my pores in my skin where I'm pouring my heart into that? Then it gets on my sleeve cause I'm a ninja attacking, seeping out, leaking now everything I excrete into the crowd. I could be inside of a maze like What is that? Are we in Crete now? It's a Minotaur. We go up a creek, we're en route without any paddle, but the minutes are going by still. Had a nice pace cause of my still. Time's gonna fly in the face of logic. I'm not like a giant ape, cause my talk is not the type to ape. But I'm still back with the silver in the rap, or a silverback gorilla gonna slap and chill in the spot like I'm Godzilla. And perhaps no matter what you do is ill adapted to get in the path of a yak and live. You must be a masochist if you thought you had the wits to battle with the guns of Navarone. There's no InsomniaC clone. I got shots bigger than those launched from the Paris gun. There's not gonna be fun for your tongue, more likely myths to be debunked, and you'll feel punked, and then it'll just be another rerun. History repeats, son, cause you didn't learn the lessons. Then you gonna have extra festivities for the side that gets the victories, while you're still at the plate where the losers are getting served humble pie there in their face. It's unconditional surrender like they forced on the Japanese when I rap on the beats, but I don't have to go nuclear. We should be real clear about everything that happens here. Just revere when I speak in your ear. I'm an old crusty lyricist, could be playing with a trusty leer in this, or let me just see what I could flit toward. It's more like my lips pour discourse that's got a big aura, bigger than a horse. Might have a headless horse rider. On top of that, who knows, I'm some sort of sly-word serpent or a viper lurking behind you. You better mind your P's and Q's and mind what you don't even see in your view. Hope you got eyes in the back of your head, or it's your demise due to the raps that I said. How many words? I don't know, take an actual guess. But who the hell's gonna go back and check? Nobody's gonna try and take time to look for that. It's like an almanac full of raps. All right. Good timing. Type delete. Good timing.